My life. Kenzo's like, Filipino time. Grabe. It's Filipino time. Hello, hello, hello. Who's I can see Kenzo, I can see Blake. Hopefully your tablet doesn't run slow this time. Hopefully, brother Blake. Alan Botner. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. So thank you for joining. Sorry guys for the delay. Forrest is still having his dinner, so he's gonna join us later. But I'm here. You guys are stuck with me for now. Kenzo said Filipino time, of course. Filipino time. Chris Long is here. Jeff Larson. So this is LDR. A lot of you would ask, what is LDR? LDR is long distance relationship. We host this show on a weekend because majority of our subscribers are in long distance relationship. This show is actually created during the pandemic time, so we hang out over here and do some chit chat, but everybody still requests for it and stuff. So here we are. But aside from LDR discussion, sharing experiences of being an LDR, we also answer questions with regards to travel updates, immigration updates, and other travel related updates. So, welcome, welcome, guys. Forrest will be here shortly. So, for now, it's me. I welcome you all to the Eaton Squad LDR discussion. Mugman is here. Hey, Mug, how are you? Run, Forest, run. Here in the Philippines, Anthony Harold, hey, I am going to post the link of our live tonight. But as usual, guys, please don't be upset if some of you requested to join and I wasn't able to post you guys on the show because I am limited to how many I can post on the show. So
And
I
sometimes people don't show up.
and yeah, and sometimes, like Forrest said, sometimes people just don't show up. Like they request to get access, to have access on the show, but I couldn't really see it in my monitor. So yeah, sure. Uh oh no, that's a strumming. No, 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 no. Kenzo was Filipino time. Of course, it is Filipino time. Here in the Philippines, welcome home, Anthony, David Scott. Hello from Edinburgh, Scotland. Hello, hello, hello to you. Mary, we have. So, if you guys have travel related questions or if you guys are planning to retire in the Philippines, we have people over here that are willing to share their experience moving to the Philippines on the do's and don'ts that you guys need to prepare to move to. What are the requirements of the immigration traveling to the U.S.? Mary Ann, you're traveling to the U.S. as green card holder, tourist, or U.S. citizen. If I could get more information on that. Have new people on. Sure, sure. Why don't you come up, Mugman? Since you already suggested it. Come on up. So our link is pinned. Haha, yes. And Forrest, do it tonight on live. Oh, no. Oh, we have a visitor. Brother Blake, good to see you. How are
Yeah.
you?
Oh, I'm doing very good, Addie.
Are you home? No
Yes,
work
I
today?
am.
Good, good. How's the little one doing?
Growing like a weed.
Oh my God. They actually do grow up so fast.
Yes,
So,
they do.
yeah. So, how's the missus?
She's doing good.
That's good. When are you coming back again over here, Blake?
His first birthday is at the start of February, so probably the week before I'll be planning to fly in.
Oh, it's good Blake is here because remember that update that I did with the with Canada, that those with
Yeah.
non-immigrant visa in the U.S., or if you have been issued a Canadian passport, Canadian visa for the last 10 years, and I've heard Julie is qualified on that. How will that affect your process bringing her over there?
It won't affect it because she'd just be coming over as a tourist.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, we haven't heard much about it right now. They're a little slow with the immigration stuff.
Also, they haven't really started it yet.
Our lawyer hasn't started our immigration stuff yet. She's supposed to get Julian's in tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's going to sit down with us on Wednesday for a meeting, and
Cool.
then that'll be the last meeting we have before she submits the paperwork.
So she's going to try to fly there as a tourist while the spousal visa is
Yeah,
ongoing. Oh,
yeah.
that's really cool. Because in the US you can't do that. They
No,
don't they don't want that to happen.
she's got her U.S. tourist visa still, which is only valid for I think another 4.5 years.
I think what they said is I posted that link on that video
Yeah,
that all she got to do is go there and do the registration and pay the $7, seven
yeah.
Canadian dollars.
Which she did already, but we haven't heard back yet.
Oh, so it does need some approval or acknowledgement or something.
Yeah,
Interesting.
her
At least we know
her mother has a U.S. tourist visa as well, and she got approved.
on the Canadian one.
Yeah,
Wow. How long did it take? She did this online, right?
yeah. Julie did hers on the computer for hers, and then mobile with her mother's, and her mother got approved.
Outright? Or,
Yeah,
wow.
for that to come over. So we're just waiting to hear back from my wife's.
So, to those who are, see, first-hand info, to
Yeah,
those who plan to go to Canada as a tourist on this new announcement from Canadian government that
yeah,
those with U.S. tourist visa, and to
yeah,
those who were issued Canadian visas before in the last 10 years, you guys
yeah,
can come to Canada. It's really good, no, that Canada would allow spouses or wives to go up there while the spousal visa is on
yeah,
process. Hmm. US will not do that. That's like in the US that's automatic red flag.
yeah.
So let me go through our messages, but thank you for that information, brother Blake.
Oh, no problem.
Becca Carpenter. Hello, Becca. Hi, guys. Hi, Vinsoy. Oh, it's Vincent here. He hasn't said anything yet. My husband and I are planning to retire in the Philippines. What are the first thing we need to do? Uh, that really depends on you guys on what would be the first thing to do. I guess if this is your first time, my suggestion, if this is your first time going to the Philippines, is test the waters first. If you like it or not, don't go buying properties right away and stuff. Like, try it. Try it for a few months if you like it or not. But if you do, then go right on ahead. Stay for good. That's I guess the best suggestion I could give you, Maria. Oh, we have the same name. Maria, if you guys are planning on retiring to the Philippines. Brother Blake, do you or you guys will be Canada based?
Oh, someday I'd like to.
Oh, that would be neat. Oh, Magman is making excuses. Too bad internet. Been running through brownouts bad. Welcome to the Philippines. You would be shocked if we don't have power outage here. Tourist visa. Okay. Let me go through her question. The tourist visa going to the US. Well, of course, you have to have a valid visa. CFO. I know she's not going there for she's not going there to migrate. She's going there for, but please check with the CFO office if tourist visa holders are required to uh, go through that seminar. Of course, the e-travel, since you are going to the US as a tourist, you are a Philippine passport holder. So e-travel, then what's that thing? Brother Blake, I want to ask you, when you left the Philippines, did you fill
Yeah.
out some forms at the Bureau of Immigration or before you went through? I forgot the name of that form.
Before I left the Philippines,
Yes.
we didn't have that at the time.
When did you, when was the last time you were here?
February this year.
So they did not have you fill out anything
No,
before immigration process? Nothing?
that came out shortly after I came home.
Oh, okay. Hmm. That's it. That's like, oh, because I know I've been mentioning that form before, but I think that's the Declaration Bureau of. I'll find it.
Yeah.
Kenzo, hi Blake. Maybe Kenzo. We've been doing this LDR for a long time, but we haven't really seen who is Kenzo. We just know Kenzo in the comment section. Why don't you
Yeah.
come up, Kenzo? It's probably about time. Magman is said, uh, have some new people though. It's okay if the regulars are coming. So, see, right now it's only Brother Blake that's here. Hello, Ethan Squad. Hey, Steve, how are you? So, strumming. I don't know if that thing that you sent, Magman, is still good. I can't even find it in my kitchen. Jeff Larson, hi Ethan Squad. I really wanted to know exactly the best way to apply the SRV Classic in the Philippines or here in US. Any idea or suggestion? My wife is dual citizen. Thank you. Do you really want with Jeff, since you're married to a Filipino or dual citizen, do you really want to do the SRRV? Because you also have the other option of applying for the 13A. That's a resident visa, which you are eligible because you are married to a Filipino citizen. With that does not require any down payment or anything, and the benefits between 13A and SRV are almost the same. The only difference is the process, because the 13A you have to you can process it here. It usually takes about 5 months process. That's what my husband got. 5 months process. There's really no down payment involved in 13A. Unlike the SRRV, you have to be in a certain, I think the classic, if I'm not mistaken, $20,000. If you are not in the military or you're not a veteran. And what I know, partly know with SRV process, you have to process some of your documentation in the US, then finish it here in the Philippines. So I'm 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 not really, we have a subscriber here before or last show, because last Sunday we didn't have it for the fathers. Oh, happy Father's Day, everyone! Belated happy Father's Day, everyone. But he was here the last time and he was sharing his what do you call this? He was sharing his experience with SRRB. Good morning, Eden Squad from Edina, Minnesota. Hey Gary, hey Gary, come up here. Ha, true. Sup, Gary? Hi, Kenta. Oh, there's Vincent. Hey, Vincent. I meant as far as visa, we've been there several times. We have a home there already. Oh, requirements for the visa. What do you? Because your question, requirements for the visa. If you already have a visa, so are you reapplying for your U.S. visa? There's Vincent. Why don't he get on cam no more? I don't know. I think Vincent is having tempo on us. Oh boy. Hi, Mugman from Gary. From Mike, where's the party? Oh, where's the party? Hey, Mike, how are you? How long was he here? If not over 30 days, he wouldn't have to, would he? Who? Who, Magman?
Like,
Oh, no, that not the exit clearance. That's not the exit clearance. They used to have one form. Oh, I couldn't remember the name of it, but I'll go through my other videos. First, you should come dual citizenship so you can give your husband permanent stay. You can message me if you want because me and myself are going to retire soon. Oh, there's Cecilia. She can assist on this. Who's on Jeff Larson? If foreigners, no need to fill out the form. Thank you for that. Oh, oh, that's hard to to read the name. I'm not sure how do you read that. The strumming is still good. Yeah, right. Hello, good evening, Philippines. Everyone. Hi, Cecilia. Good evening. Thank you, Mike. See, Magman. Adi, do you foresee them bringing back the 35-year-old age for the SRV anytime soon at all? I have not heard anything because used to be SRRV. You can apply if you apply if you are 35 years old and up. The 50 years old, they only started that during the pandemic. So I am not sure if they are bringing that back. I guess if there's more requests to it, they might. Oh, I got a lot to read, Brother Blake.
It's all right.
Can for a while, because I'm sending my fiance off to the Philippines to airport soon. Oh, she's going home already. Yeah, he sent us a strumming. It's somewhere in our kitchen. He wants us to eat it while filming it. I'm not gonna film myself puking in front of the camera. No. Wow, 13A, 5 months process. Yes, that's the visa, or that's the visa my husband have over here, because the 13A has two phase. First is probationary, that's
Yeah.
for 1 year. Then the second phase is your permanent residency in the Philippines, and that's for life. You just need to renew your ACR card every 5 years. So it's really quick. With SRRB, I am not sure on the timeline on that. So you, Brother Blake, when you eventually move to the Philippines, SRRB or 13A?
I'll probably do SRV
Why?
because Philippines is for me to retire with my asawa.
Yeah, 13A fits good.
Probably do the 13A too.
You can't do both. Only one.
why not?
Two? Well, as long as the Philippine government's earning, they wouldn't mind. Cecilia Longstreet, thank you. Okay, Maria and Cecilia, you guys can communicate. So thank you for that, Cecilia. I need to private message you. Thanks about 13A info. Yes, Jeff, just message me on our Facebook page and I'll reply as soon as I can. Vincent is single now. Really? Is this confirmed? I want a confirmation from Vinsoy if he's really single or not.
I was
Vincent.
I was just gonna say, is he still with that lady boy?
Oh my God. Blake really said it. I'm not sure. They've been, I'm not, well, as far as I know, they were. So if Kenzo is saying he's back to single, then I don't know. Yeah, that's the exit clearance. We call Sharky. Oh, mayong gabi eh. Kumusta? Hey, Thomas. Sharky, hey, Sharky. Is a 2 year green card holder can petition a child, 21 years old. Uh, US? Green card holder. I'm not sure with green card if you can petition. Because what I know is you have to be a citizen to petition a family going to the US. Please correct me if I'm wrong, was like, I know I have experience with immigration stuff, but not to that extent, bringing relatives to the US. So, you know, I am not sure with if green card, especially for a 2 year green card holder, that's probationary stage. So you really gotta be good with the US government, no criminal records, no, so that way you can proceed with your 10-year green card. Oh, wow. Gary is on. Saigon is the short. Oh, here's Gary. Gary, how are you, Gary? I
Good.
was Here's
So
Gary. I think Gary is doing SRRV. Maybe
I
Gary could share with his preparation on that.
right. So you have to be 50 years of age or older for that. So I just checked the website, and I've been working with JRC. I think that's it.
Yes. Yep.
And I
JRC.
think you got to do a background check here. I've kind of started doing it, but I haven't really been actively. I got to start going on that because I want to get it done before I leave. So, but you have to have income of at least $800 a month, a pension of a military pension, I think, DD 214, and then you have to have proof. And I think you got to do a background check. I don't know.
Wait, Gary. Wait, Gary. We have to celebrate. We have to celebrate. This is the first time we saw Kenzo on the show. Hi, Kenzo. Finally. So this is Ken. Oh, there's the hey. Hello, Kabayan. Wow, they're together. No more
Hey
LDR.
Kenzo, kumusta?
Morris, you have to
Thank you,
move
thank
fast so
you.
you can see
Salamat,
Kenzo.
salamat.
Mabuti, mabuti.
So you said she's going back to the Philippines today?
Yeah, she was staying my place for 3 weeks already. She's going back
Wow.
to the airport later.
Oh. So that is Magman OMG. Kenzo does exist. Yes, now we know Kenzo really exists. We thought he's a robot in the background, like just doing the comment. So finally we can see him. So Kenzo, everybody, to those who are curious, Kenzo Star. Is it Kenzo Star?
Yeah.
Now I want to ask Gary back again. You said you are working with JRC. Do they send you requirements, Gary, on what you need to prepare and stuff like that?
Well, the initial questions, I'm just looking at my email here,
Mm-hmm.
was they wanted to know if my age, if I had
That's
it,
the first thing they ask you.
it's got to be over, I think age 50 is the minimum age. Then you have to have a military, you have to have some sort of a pension. And I think it has to be over $800 a month. Maybe I'm wrong. And then you have to prove your
Yes,
income sources.
that's actually correct. 800 for single with family, I think 1,000.
Is it 1,000? Okay, and then
Yeah.
you've got to prove your income sources. So just basically screenshots of your statements, and then the background check. I think you got to get your security clearance or background check before they. So, yeah, that's the thing I got to work on next. So I want to get that done. And I think you got to put it. Is it $1,500 deposit in a bank in the Philippines? Is it
I think so, 1,500. Then the fee is 17. That's for the application fee, I believe.
right? And then I think JRC charges about 1,500. I'm not quite sure what their fee is.
Oh, that I don't know.
So you could probably get it all done for probably less than 4,000.
Yeah.
Unless you do it yourself, I suppose you could always do it yourself.
10:30 for the.
So I do have a question. When you come to the Philippines now, do you get a 59-day visa upon arrival now?
No, no, not yet. That bill has not been approved yet. Well, it's been approved from at the Congress. It's now at the Senate. So there you go. It's not a law yet. So
Okay.
if it becomes law, that's when you get the 59 days upon arrival. So it's not a law yet.
So when it's approved, will it become effective immediately upon approval by the
It
Senate?
should be. It should be effective immediately.
So by the time
They
I
will
come in,
announce it.
by the time
Yeah.
I come in November, it probably will be.
Ah, yeah. I wanted to. I know there was when I made that video, there was a lot of misunderstanding on a lot of foreign nationals were so worried that because there was the 3 months thing over there on the bill that you guys can only stay here for 3 months, then you have to go out of the Philippines, then come back. That's not really the case. The 3 years that the up to 3 years you can stay, or up to 36 months you can stay in the Philippines, is actually that is still on that new bill. The 3 months they are saying is if you apply for a visa, long term visa going to the Philippines, you have 3 months to use it, or there's 3 months validity in it to fly to the Philippines. That's not really like you only have 3 months to stay in the Philippines, then you're out.
So you have
So
90 days from the date that you receive it to use it.
yes, 90 days from the date of from the day you receive your visa, you have 90 days to use it. So that's what the misconception all about. Kenzo is so cool. Oh. Kenzo, when are you visiting the Philippines? Now that your fiance is going back home.
Maybe August.
August, huh? Oh. I
We're
think
going.
when is it coming? December?
Sorry.
I think Blake is coming in December.
No, my wife said son's birthday is more important than Christmas, so I'm coming over in end of January next year.
Oh, okay. Gary is in. I thought Mitch said October. I was chit chatting with her the other day.
November 3rd is when
Oh,
I'm leaving, and I get there November 5th,
oh, okay.
and then it's just open ended for. I'll be
I
done.
guess Mitch is just excited. She said October. I was like, oh, cool. I thought Gary said November. Well, nothing wrong
It's
with that. A little early.
it's November 5th. I got or November 3rd. Let's just see here.
Gary's looking. So Kenzo is coming in August. Cool. Oh, he already got a ticket. Philippine Airlines.
Yeah, that's from Manila to Davao. And
Kenzo is short flight. Singapore, 3 hours, 4 hours.
there's
Delta,
4 hours.
the big one.
4. Oh, so it's like Japan also, no?
It's
Japan.
Minneapolis to LAX, LAX to Incheon to Manila. That's the
Oh, okay.
route.
You're flying with Korean Air from Incheon,
Let me see, who is this through?
I think.
Oh,
I really did. I really had Gary get all his paperwork and his eyeglasses.
now you got me. I got my glasses on here. What is this airline?
No, I was just doing that because of the terminal reassignment. Like if you're flying, if you're landing in Terminal 1 and landing on Terminal 3 for domestic flight, you have to go to Terminal 2.
Yeah,
Officially all domestic flights will
Korean.
arrive and depart at Terminal 2.
So I'm coming in on Korean Air.
Yeah, so that's Terminal 3.
So I'm coming in on Terminal 3, and then I'm leaving. I'm going. Then I'm Philippines Air. Is that what terminal is? Philippine Air 2.
2.
So I have to go from 3 to 2.
Yes. So you gotta get out of the airport, then go to Terminal 2 for your domestic flight.
Yeah, I think
I
I
hope
got
you
like
have
a
enough
5 hour
time.
layover. So it's. Um,
But they should have transit on that, Gary.
yeah,
Buses.
yeah. I've used the buses there before,
Oh.
so I know enough not to take the taxi. Because they're
Don't
all
we
over you.
just
$50 taxi ride from one terminal to
Yeah.
another.
Hey,
Right.
I've experienced that before. Terminal 1 to Terminal 3, taxi driver said 2,700. I paid for it because I only have 30 minutes or less than an hour to get to the airport to catch my flight. So I didn't have a whole lot of choice.
Yeah, so I get into Manila at 11 a.m. and then the Philippines airline flight is at what time is this one? 3 o'clock. So 4 hours between flights. So plenty of time.
Yeah. So, Jeff Larson. Yes, pension, all requirements will be done. Kenzo, what's the name of your fiance?
Irene.
Irene. Hi, Irene. Nice to finally meet you.
Hello.
I think I'm so excited seeing Kenzo on the show. This is this is this is like 3 years in the making, isn't it?
Yes, 3 years.
What 3 years?
3 years in the making.
3 years in
It
LDR.
is.
Oh, you
Thank
are
you.
3 years here.
Thank you,
But we are
Kenzo,
already
for
6 years.
But we are 6 years.
6 years already.
wow. 6 years together. When
Mm.
Yes,
is the wedding bells? Oh, I'm so nosy.
soon, soon.
Soon.
How soon, Kenzo? Oy, Kenzo, you said that's how you do sometimes. I'm going to the Philippines soon. 3 years later is still soon. Mm, so it's gotta be soon.
Sooner.
Oh, I can't wait. All you guys can visit me in my house. Where does Jeff is going to live in the Philippines?
Where's the husband for
Yeah.
there?
Gary, for the military SRRV, are you doing your medical in the US or in the Philippines? Oh, I did not know you can if you can do it in the Philippines.
I don't know. I That's a good question. I guess I haven't. I really got to get going on this thing because I got this email I got was from 6/12, so that was 2 weeks ago, and I really just kind of backburnered it. Really haven't done
Well,
anything.
this is 25th.
So I'm gonna have to make that my thing next week. And I see Thomas asked a question. He says, "Sell all your belongings and move your flight up and kiss the USA goodbye."
Oh boy. Yeah, I see that.
Well, I am
Like,
I am going to sell everything, and I am going to make it a, I don't want to be tied down with this place. And in this area this building I live in has really went from a owner occupied building to kind of it's all rentals now. I don't know if I mentioned this the last time, but when I was there in the Philippines the last time I was there for about 6 months. And when I was gone during those 6 months, 5 of the units here turned over, and they went from owner occupied to rentals. So basically, this building is over 50% rentals, and it's just really
oh,
it's kind of good.
so you're ready to let go of your condo.
Yeah, and I mean, people say just rent it out, but I don't want to be tied down. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to be tied down to this place, and I just want to kind of cut the. I just want to be free.
Like if you can process everything with your SRRV here in the Philippines, I think it's hopefully a lot easier or quicker.
What you mean? Do it when I'm there?
Yeah, if you can do it over here.
Well, when I was in Davao, I stopped in. JRC has an office right around the corner from immigration.
Yeah.
So I went in there because you got to get copies made of everything, and you got to have a picture taken now. When you do your visa extension,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they used to use your passport photo. Now you've got to go and get a picture taken.
Yes, they have their own, and they have the fingerprinting too.
Well,
You have to go.
in Davao, you have to go around the corner, and there's a photo shop there. So you can get a photo taken around the corner, and then you got to get copies made of your application, like
Oh
when
my
you're doing
God.
your visa application. So I stopped in the JRC, and I'm pretty sure they can do all this in the Philippines.
So if you can do it over here, probably a lot
Yeah.
easier.
Well, I think it would be, and it's not like I'm in a hurry to get it done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, I don't need this done yesterday. And so time's not real important for me as far as that goes. Because I can, you got up to 3 years really to get it done. I mean, you got indefinitely really to get it done.
Yeah.
There's really no penalty to just keeping extending your visa. I mean,
Yes, that's the expensive part. Keep extending your visa. Oh, look at Kenzo, Bev. That's Kenzo.
Where's
Oh
Kenzo?
my God.
Is he in the USA?
Oh, okay. So he's not actually Bensoy in disguise.
No, Kenzo is in Singapore.
Oh, he's in Singapore.
Yeah.
Yeah, Singapore.
So he's right across the ocean.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Good morning, all. Sorry for your loss, Adi. Thank you. It's like my cousin and my aunt died few hours apart the other day.
When was this?
2 days ago.
Oh, really? Wow.
So,
Okay, guys, I gotta
um,
go.
oh, you gotta go to the airport.
Bye
Oh, Kenzo, buy your ticket and fly with her to the Philippines.
bye,
Ingat
guys.
sa biyahe, Irene.
Right, the bags are all here, ready to
Oh, the
go
bags are packed. Kenzo, don't cry.
home. Okay, see you guys. Bye bye.
Irene, ingat sa biyahe.
Salamat.
Thank you
Bye
guys
bye.
for joining. Hi po, Ma'am Adi. Hi, Christian. Christian has been on my channel probably for a long time. Thanks for the live chat. Bought a house in Cavite, house one, so 5 bedrooms. You four welcome. Oh boy, that's a lot of trouble. Oh, we have a no, we have a new visitor. Asylum TV. Hello.
Hey
As
guys, how are you?
All
we're
right, how you doing?
I'm just chilling, taking it easy.
where are you from? What's your real name? Why Asylum? He's
Oh,
probably
I'm Aaron. I'm
Aaron.
Aaron, and
Hello, Aaron.
I'm just, I just chill. I don't know.
I don't
Uh,
know.
but yeah, what are you guys doing? Like, what are you guys doing here?
Just this is an LDR discussion show. So
Yeah, yeah.
pretty much, this guys here are on long distance relationship at the moment. Are you
No, no. Like, I live with my girlfriend.
Filipino or?
No, just you know,
Oh, okay. Oh,
over
you're
here in
welcome.
America. Like, I didn't know what LDR meant.
I've I've asked that a lot of times. Long distance
So,
relationship.
so you're from the Philippines?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
That's cool. That's cool.
You're welcome to our show.
Yeah, yeah, I saw you guys streaming. I think you guys are pretty cool.
We try to be. No, we
But
create. This show was created during the pandemic time, so those on long distance. I never mind. I was explaining. Bye. Kenzo is Binsoy's brother or cousin. Really? They
No,
don't look alike, Mugman.
I always thought Kenzo was just
A robot. Like what do you call that thing? A chat booth?
a pseudonym for Vinsoy.
But he does exist, everyone.
Yep, he
To
does.
those who are so curious who Kenzo is, he does exist.
No, joke.
Go Mug. Oy Mugman, why are you not coming up? He said his internet is bad.
Mm.
Everybody got quiet though when you came on. Earlier we were having so much
I
yeah,
can leave.
I know. I did not say you have to leave. But wait lang. Uh see brother Blake. July. January? January next year. When is the little one's birthday? February?
February 2nd. So
Oh,
probably 25th or 26th, I'll fly out.
cool. That's really cool.
Going to be here
Excited?
for 2 weeks.
A whole month.
Whole month.
Wow. That's the first. That should be that you've been here longer than that. Did you?
No, my first trip was a month. Second trip was only 28 days, and now this time I'm going to make sure it's a whole month.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, the first time was during their wedding, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hi, Brother Blake. Because I have been asked on what are the requirements when you get married in the Philippines. Did you go to the Canadian embassy there and get a documentation that proves you are single, or did you and Julie just go to a lawyer's office and get an affidavit?
So what I did was I went online
Mm-hmm.
it goes through the provincial government. So each
Mm-hmm.
province has their own thing. I had to put through my provincial government for an affidavit of, or over here it's called a search of no marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So I got that, and then I had to bring that and my birth certificate with me when I came over because we went to the municipality to get all the paperwork done.
Oh, because with U.S. citizens before you have to get the legal capacity to marry at the U.S. embassy, but that has changed during the pandemic. They you can get that actual. Oh my God! Don't
I
show
don't think it's
that.
any good anymore.
It's bubbly.
What is it?
So strumming. I don't even know what that is.
Surströmming.
I don't know if I would feed that to the dogs, let alone eat it.
No, they don't. Mugman wants us to. Mugman actually, Gary. Mugman sent that to us. He wants us to try it.
Try it online. Eat it right now.
No, we're gonna be off in a heartbeat.
We can watch what happens.
This will be the shortest LDR. I can guarantee you that. This will be the shortest.
Yeah.
Open and smell. Nah. No,
Addie,
I have to do it privately. That way I can edit whatever my
Mike
reaction.
saying open it now. It's supposed to do that. He said.
Peer pressure.
Sorry, Magman, I don't do peer pressure.
Addie, I guess you could say that looks gadiri.
Oh, yeah. It's kadiri. It's really kadiri. Wait. Other Blake, you deserve a whole month vacation in the Philippines with your wife and young child. Yeah. Of course.
Thank
it's
you, Brother
exciting.
Thomas.
So,
The little one might be walking by the time you come here, brother.
his brother.
He's already got his arms on the bed like this and start to twirl his body around. So it's a sign that he's starting to progress a little bit, and he's only 4.5 months old.
What was that, Gary? You were gonna say out with
Is
Jeff
brother
Larson?
Blake married?
Huh?
Is he married? But are you
Yes.
okay?
Yes. He's married.
So exactly when is the wedding? Is it going to be in December or?
What's that, Gary? Is that for Gary?
Yeah. Is this? Whenever she wants, I'm whatever. We got to plan this out. It hasn't even been planned yet. So.
Well, that's why we got to know so we can help plan it.
Yeah.
We can help plan it. Contact Mitch.
Well, we wasn't quite sure whether we should mention the mission to congratulate her or not.
Okay.
Yeah, he was telling me the other day because
She actually knows about this.
I was chit-chatting with her the other day. I was just checking up on her. Like, of course, I wonder if we should congratulate her. I was like, no, you don't do that. She probably not know that yet.
No, she knows about it. I asked her when I was at the airport when I was getting on my flight to leave.
Oh boy. And I was like,
I mean, it's more romantic,
Gary, you can make it up when you get back.
Right.
You have all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know how any of that works in the Philippines as far as applying for a marriage license and all that stuff. I have no idea how any of that works.
That's I have Gary and Mitch actual experience on doing that. Because some of our subscribers are asking how to get married in the Philippines. I don't know because we did not get married here.
Yeah, you got married in Tennessee or wherever it was.
Mississippi,
yeah.
Yeah.
Tennessee, Mississippi.
Ain't no one seen
That's like one state, isn't it?
Yeah. Ain't no one seen Eddie move so fast as when Forrest pops the top. Hell, I'm gonna shut this show down. Hi Gary, I have a question for you. Are you applying on SRV by yourself or through attorney or agency? Thank you.
SRV or JRC. JRC. So agency.
Yeah, he's going through an agency.
Yeah, JRC. I did not know they have an office behind immigration.
They
I
do
know
in
that place
Develop.
you're talking about, the ID picture, the photocopy, because I've been to that place gazillion times when we were processing his paperwork.
So yeah, so when you come out of immigration, if you go to the right,
Hmm.
and then that alley that's to the right, right. So you take a right and then an immediate another right, and you go down that alley and it's on the right.
Oh, okay.
JRC. So it's right down from there, and then as you go in that alley on the left, there's a photo place that you can get your photo taken. Right? So
Magman, you're the only one voting. Don't get everybody. Magman, I'm gonna block you.
what's this one? One.
I think that's eyes.
One, he said, let's do a vote. If they should do some streaming on live, press one. You are gonna be blocked here shortly. I'm joking, Magman. Magman, don't. I'm not prepared to do that.
I can put a one. I can't. I guess I can't respond on this thing because I'd put a
Gary,
one.
don't respond. I'm gonna block you too. You're lucky, Ethan, that you live in the Philippines now. America nowadays is worse. Not soon enough to go back home to retire. I came from Luzon, Alcala, Pangasinan, Ilocano language. Oh, 2 more years to go, but next year starts building a house if the dollar have value. Well, right now it's 54. Oh, it's probably because there's this thing. Have you heard of it, Gary? Like, there's some work that they are going to devalue the dollar. Is there any truth on that? That like Russia and China and what's the other one? Uh, India, they are working hand in hand to devalue. It's like they are replacing the US dollar when it comes to trading and stuff because they're gonna replace it with a different currency. Hi, Gary Type 1 Judoy. So, is there any truth to that?
I try to keep my head out of everything, so I very well could be.
JRC.
I keep
Yeah,
a real. I really know. I don't know much about anything and a little bit about everything. So
yeah,
I try to just
that is
really
the
just.
correct one,
I
Jeff.
try to be oblivious as I can be, if that makes sense. But I
I
have not
think
heard
you
what
asked
you mentioned.
what does JRC stand for?
I'm not sure what JRC stands for.
Let me.
Wait, let me check
I'll see. Forrest can
because they
Google it.
just say JRC on there. No, I think that's his. That's actually the name of the owner, if I'm not
It is
mistaken.
too. Let's see.
Because have an interview and stuff about 13A and all that. Like not really interview, but a collaboration with JRC and Eaton Squad. But I got so busy, so I don't remember. I forgot to reply. Yes, that's what I heard. Yeah. I'm going to disregard all these numbers here. Ay, tanong ko lang kasi uwi kami ng wife ko sa Pinas this July. Philippine Airlines po kami from LA to Manila, then diretso kami sa Calibo. Meron po ba service from Terminal 1 to Terminal 3? Ala, July. Seryo, nagbago na po ang kasi meron na tayong, I'm gonna speak in Tagalog because he asked in Tagalog. May term, kung nagbago po ang mga assignment ng terminal. Ang Terminal 1 at Terminal 3 ay para na lang po ngayon sa international flights. Ililipat lahat ng domestic flight sa Terminal 2 simula July 1. So if you're coming from LA to Manila, Philippine Airlines arrives at Terminal 1. So from Terminal 1, you have to go to Terminal 2 to catch your domestic flight to Calibo. Hindi na po siya sa Terminal 3. Kasi Philippine Airlines, Cebu Pacific, Air Asia is going to depart and arrive at Terminal 2 for domestic flight. Wala na pong international flight sa domestic 2. It won't happen. USA has a way too much gold. Oh, okay. Why pay an agency for the SRV when the PRA will give you someone who yeah, that's really true, Gary. They have PRA itself got agents that would assist you
Maybe I
with
should check.
your
I should check.
with your application.
Oh, I should probably do that.
It's I'm not sure if they have. Let me see. Let me check if they have PRA in Davao.
They do. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know
If
about.
they have PRA in Davao, PRA Davao office. If they do, you can go straight over there. And they actually have PRA office in Davao.
They do.
Yes, it's in Magsaysay, Philippine Retirement Authority,
Do you know where that is?
140R Magsaysay Avenue.
Do
Where
you
is
know?
Magsaysay Avenue? That's where the barbecue are at, I think.
Night market.
Yes,
Oh, it's in the area where the night market is.
I think I'm not sure.
Okay.
For
Well,
sure, Mitch knows.
they have an office in Davao.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
I just look it up.
Okay.
Uh, plus Philippine Retirement Authority. I'll send this to you, Gary.
Okay.
I will screenshot that. Where's my other phone? Gary is on my other phone, so I can send it to him.
I need to leave that chat. I will send a message later. Gary, thank you for the info on the Srrv. Okay.
It's okay. Just
I think
if
that.
Oh boy.
they have a question for you, Gary, that's fine. If I can, there you go. They're closed. They open at 8 a.m. till wait, let me.
Now that's Philippine time, so
Monday, 8 a.m. to 5 a.m. There's a typo in that. Nobody sleeps in that office, I guess. Russia is in a civil war. China and India hate each other. Yes, hobo, exactly. John Smith, good afternoon, Ethan Squad and members from the UK. Just wanting to say hi before going out soon. Stay blessed. Oh, thank you, John. Adi, do PRA have office in Cebu? Definitely. They should have office in Cebu. PRA Cebu office. Let's see. Yeah, PRA satellite office in Cebu. Yes, they actually do also. Who was asking? Thomas? Yes, Thomas, they also have in Cebu. Wait, let me send this to Gary before I forget everything. There you go. I send it.
Okay.
You, John, be safe. Ethan Squad, I need to leave the chat. I will send you a message later. Gary, thank you for the info on SRB. Thanks for all your time. If Jeff is from, where did he say, Cavite? That's how many hours, Cavite to Manila? And 1 hour, 2 hour drive? Thanks. There is a service from 1 to 2. Thank you. Cool. Laughing my ass. They're closed. Yes, I did. It's freaking. I know, but it says over there 8 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Monday.
Monday.
It's not Monday yet.
Well,
It's right. It's Monday there. I forgot. Yeah.
it is Monday. No, it's not yet. It's only 10 o'clock here. It's still Sunday here, Gary.
It is 10:17.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice to chat with you guys. Thank you and good luck, everyone. Good morning. I live in East Coast, Pennsylvania, USA. Be safe. Thank you, Miss Cecilia. Yes, yes. Jeff, they have PRA in he lives in Cavite. Yeah, it's either you go up to the main office of PRA in Manila if you really want to do the SRV. At Magman, thumbs up. How's Floyd? Floyd, I got to talk to his girlfriend the other day. She said he's doing a lot better this time. So his strength is coming back up and that's really good. But that's all I really know about him. But Jane said that he's doing a lot better compared to like 2 weeks ago. Ha ha ha. Hmm? See, you need that strumming in your life better than coffee. Will wake you up. No, I got bubble tea. That wakes me up. Blake got his coffee. That's
I got my bottle.
Magman. We should collab. Let's open that strumming together. No, since you're the one who suggested it, sounds good to me. I think it's a good deal. You know. So, like, where is Jeff? Jeff. Yeah, Jeff. The PRA. They have PRA. I'm not sure if they have PRA in Cavite. They might because there's quite a bit of. They actually have. Wait lang. Wait. I'm not. They don't. You have to go to Manila for it, I think.
So I got so I got a question about VA benefits. Okay.
Uh oh.
So when you add somebody, you might know about this because do you know that if can you go to the Manila VA and add a dependent?
Wait, they said yes.
All you got to do is go online to add them.
Does she have
Wait,
to have a social security number?
no, with her, I think you have to do the ITIN. I think how they do that is the next time you file your taxes, you have to include her with it so
Um,
she can get that number.
oh, you can get an ITN through when you do your tax.
Yes, I10 because it's either SSN or I10 to add a dependent.
Hmm.
There was one veteran that we talked to. Uh, his wife really, his wife never made it to the States. They were here, and he was able to add her without even the I10.
Oh, okay.
So he said he just went online, add her, attach their marriage certificate. That's it.
They got a social security office in Manila. If I
Yes, at the U.S. Embassy.
okay. I'll figure it out I'll figure it out when I get there.
Get married first, Gary.
Yeah, we gotta take it one step at a time. Get it in March, and what does it say?
Haha, I got a can. Oh, open it, open it, open it. Come online and open it. You want a second? No, I haven't even opened the first one yet. I'm still here. Hey, I can suffer through this nasty dried squid and dried fish stuff. No, it's telling me the dried fish is worse than the sustroming.
Yes.
So all you foreigners who don't like dried fish.
It stinks.
Ah,
Thank you, Forrest. I definitely agree.
oh my God. Here we go.
You know, I've never had dried fish in the Philippines.
Did you eat? Do you eat dried fish, Gary?
I've never had it.
When,
Oh my God.
when she lived in the States,
Yeah.
she could cook dried fish at the house. There was one condition. She had an electric skillet and there was a 50-foot extension cord. She had to plug it in by the door, take it all the way to the end of the extension cord, and that's where she could cook her
I
dried
was
fish.
literally cooking my dried fish in the middle of our driveway. That's how picky they are.
That's how pungent it is.
It's not.
Yeah.
Brother Blake, don't agree. You agree with me.
Gary, you stop and think about a fish smell,
Yeah.
okay, and then increase it by about 1,000 times.
You know, I've always had a hard time eating anything that I couldn't get past the smell.
We're not cool, Gary. Now I know what. Now I know what to gift Gary on his wedding.
Forrest got that one.
Yeah, from the looks of it, I think I already got what he meant. Go back to reading. This will be rated X in no time. Forrest and Eddie, do you two have to file taxes in the U.S. since you live in the Philippines? Yes,
But actually, I am fully retired right now.
and he can do SSDI, not the regular Social Security, because is only going to be 52, but he can do the disability one.
Birth certificate. Okay, I'm just.
Up, Mugman. No, I cannot add online. You have to go to Manila and have her birth certificate and your. Did you do it already, Mugman, with your wife?
Read on.
Ay, sorry, God. Christine and I did it in March. We are still waiting for it to be approved. Oh my God, this is April, May, June. Wow. So there you go, Gary. No, you cannot add online. You have to go to Manila. VA Manila or US Embassy? It should be VA. Magman, can you uh confirm that you have to go to VA Manila for it? See, I knew you can do it at the VA because I've seen some posts on that.
Was the VA and the Social Security office all in the same complex?
No.
No, the VA is on the other side. US Embassy is on just right across.
I mean, you can walk probably to each one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're that close. Okay.
so just go across. They have overpass. Use
Oh, okay.
overpass and go to the US Embassy. Dried fish smells like a Nevada bunny house with broke AC. Oh my!
Mahako,
You guys are not fun.
do you know what a bunny house is?
I do.
It's a brothel.
I. So it's not like that. I just bought 2 packs today. I'm hungry. I'm gonna cook later. Then that will not let Forrest sleep. I bet your neighbor hated you. Worse than living in a multi-complex with Indians doing curry. Forrest, you were smart about that dried fish. Good you sent Addie outside. I hate you, Thomas. Thanks, Ethan Squad. Need to leave. Serio, take care. Yeah, okay, VA Manila. So, Gary, you have to, when you move over here, you have to register with the VA. Ah, you've been there already, right?
I have not been to the VA in
Oh,
Manila. I've been
so
to
you
Manila.
have to register first to the VA in Manila.
He says right when you walk through at the security desk, don't walk through the doors, turn right at the window, and they'll do it right there.
No, is he
Uh,
referring to Social
when
Security?
you go in the VA Magman, there's a window in front, and there's the receptionist over here. That window right there, is that the
No, no,
one
no.
he's talking about?
Mahako, when you walk in, you've got the center console here where the receptionist is at.
Yes,
You walk straight through the doors to get to the clinic.
yes.
Off to the right,
Oh, there's a
there's a
door
window.
over here. Yeah, okay. It's easy to find it, Gary. But you just have to register because I don't think I'm not sure if VA Manila do walk-ins. You always have to set an appointment. Now, Gary, if you're already registered with the VA Manila, you can just call and send it in there, email the copy of it, or you can call and ask to do it that way.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm not registered with the VA in Manila.
Not the security window, it's the window on the right. Got it. This office right here.
Yeah.
Where we were. Where the waiting lounge is at for you to be called to go inside?
No,
Ay na lang.
you're already in the clinic then. That little first security building that you walk into, you've got the security desk that sits here in the middle.
Oh, okay.
You walk straight and you go through the door to go to the clinic.
Gary, to be easy, ask the security guard. Where is it?
And on the right hand side, there's a window.
No, you don't want. You don't walk past security desk. It's right when you step in the security place. It's on the right, going through to the open area with seats. Then you enter actual. Oh, okay, gotcha. So it's in the scanning thing.
Yes.
So you don't get out in the open and go to the main building. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mugman. Was it quick or what? It's good that Mugman is here to tell all that. Because with us, I did it online. He won't do it. I just fill it out. Add me and the girls.
She got approved the first time. My daughters got denied.
Yeah, they want what? What did they want?
You didn't send their birth certificates.
Hmm. It was very easy, but it's taking so long, no? Ours, the longest was 1 week. But you should have a back pay on that mug. You should receive a back pay for it. Yay, LDR might be 1 hour lang tonight, no? No, we passed 1 hour already. They scan your paperwork and send it right to the guy. They have you on the phone with the guy upstairs. Huh. To those veterans who are here and who got married in the Philippines, that their wives don't have social security number and you want them added as your dependent in your VA, that's the process. Mugman said you have to go to VA Manila and file for it. It's 200 per month, back pay date March. Mag, that's not bad. 200. 200 is the wife na. March, April, May, June.
So where's my cut, Mog Man?
Oh boy. Now Gary knows what to do.
I think I
And
got
then he gets married.
a lot to do.
Lot to do.
Well, I gotta get rid of all that. I think what I'm gonna do is this guy. I think I might make him give him power of attorney, so he can just do all this stuff while I'm not here. Because I really just want to, I kind of like less is more kind of guy. Like, I like to not do any more than I have to. I guess I'm just being lazy.
Gary don't like paperwork.
He checks it.
He checks it over and send it to the VA home office in America. They check it and approve it, then send it back to Manila. Manila approves and then it gets added to your file and pay.
Is Mogman in the Philippines?
Yes.
Oh, he is in the Philippines? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where's he at? Do you know?
Tacloban? I think he's in Tacloban. Am I right, Mark? Tacloban?
Which is
Somewhere
that?
in Visayas.
Is that what island is that? Is that like Manila? Same island as Manila, or?
No. Same island with Cebu.
Oh, okay.
That's a strong.
Forced.
Candang.
That's strumming Candang. It's $75 plus $30 U.S. shipping.
Jeez.
When he sent it over here?
South Leyte.
Yeah, Southern Leyte. Padre Burgos. Yeah, that's where same area with Cebu. I think
Yeah, I want to go to Leyte when I come back. I want to go to MacArthur landed.
Oh my God, that's where Forrest wants to go to.
You haven't
He
been there
wants
yet?
to see MacArthur.
Yeah.
The shrine? You want to go to his shrine?
I want to go down to the beach where get the photo option. Yeah. And I don't know. I don't take pictures, but I think I'd take a picture of that. I just want to go there. Maybe get a
I would take a picture and send it to my brother.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No, not in Cebu. We're an island to Cebu, right past Ball. I suck in geography.
So have you guys ever been to the American Cemetery in Manila?
No, not yet.
You should check that out. That's actually pretty impressive.
Where is it? BGC? Fort Bonifacio?
Probably the second one, Fort Bennett, somewhere. I don't. I took grabs everywhere I went, so I really have no idea where I was at. But but I did go to the American Cemetery, and it's pretty impressive. It's worth a visit. So I would.
Is it free to come in or?
Yeah. You just get dropped. The only problem with going there is getting a grab out of there because it's kind of like remote. You know what I mean? It's not like when you go to Mall of Asia or you go to the zoo or Port Santiago where there's grabs all over the place. When you go to the American Cemetery, you're kind of like, it's kind of like by itself. It's not. there's nothing else around it. So it's kind of like this big open. It's a cemetery. So, but it's worth seeing. I would definitely recommend going there.
I think that's where they bury veterans over here.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, a lot of World War II veterans. So definitely worth seeing. I would put that on. You know, like everybody talks about Manila and how bad Manila is. Oh, I won't want to live in Manila, you know, and because it's big and congested and traffic. But there's actually a lot of stuff to see.
It's like that's the part we haven't seen yet. I think
How
that
about,
would be neat. No?
how about Fort Santiago? Did you ever go to that?
Yeah,
I've
it's
been
at
there.
Fort
Yeah,
John
that's
Henry in Baguio. No, not in Baguio. It's in Manila though. Fly into Tacloban, you can see MacArthur landing there. Adi Forest, let me know when you all fly in. We got approved for our Ford truck. Yay! Finally. We're getting a 2023 Ford Wild truck. There you go. Mugman's not walking anymore. I plan on being buried at the Manila American Vet Cemetery. Hopefully, Mrs. Hobo will wait until I can actually die before he buried me. Yeah, I think vets can be buried over there because we're a member of that group, retired military. It's for vets page that are all based in Manila. They talk about that all the time. That when somebody dies, you contact this office. They arrange your funeral and be buried in that cemetery. That's a long way to fly to visit you, Bev. I'm not trying to kill him. Just
shipped from U.S. to PA.
He's trying to kill me.
Magman, did you change to the VA center before you moved to the Philippines or after you got in the Philippines? Can you wait 1 or 2 years to transfer to the VA in Manila? I with us we don't have we did not do wait time, no?
You can wait, but the problem is they're going to be scheduling any appointments that you may have
And
in
they
the States.
yes, that's true.
What's that?
If you have regular scheduled VA appointments, if you don't transfer your stuff to the VA clinic here in the Philippines, they will schedule you for your regular scheduled checkups and stuff in the States.
Because that's they will base it on your rectal. You gotta
So, I mean, if you have regular appointments that you have to make and stuff,
Mhm.
I would suggest doing it ASAP.
What is good shipping company to ship from US to the Philippines? Like how big we're talking about here, Carlos? Just a box, a container, or I waited 1 year before I transferred to the VA Manila. I did it in person, but you can before you come. It might be easier if you have service connected meds. Cool. Carlos, all shipping international here is risky. They go through your stuff and lose things. That's true. Hey everyone, nice to see you too. Wonderful people here. Hey Wayne, are you back in the States? Also, the VA Manila is not VA. Unless you have service connected injury, they will not help you with it. That is very true. They only treat you with service connected disability.
Now, supposedly, the United States is supposed to be putting in military bases in the Philippines.
That hasn't happened yet.
If they do that, if you're 100%, if you're a member of the Hundo Club, you should be able to go right on that military base and get treated for anything.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think they're opening up like 5 from what I heard.
Yeah, we were shocked on that because that was our first time going to the VA last year for his yearly checkup. That they were very, very specific that they will only treat you with your service connected disability. If it's not service connected, they will not treat you with it.
And they don't have things like knee braces,
Yeah, no
canes, and
prosthetics and stuff.
wheelchairs, and
Yeah. Just meds, just medicine for your service connected disability. and check up for your service connected disability.
Can I get
Adi. Yes, Adi, I'm back in northern Wisconsin now. Going back there in maybe February. Oh, cool.
northern?
Agman, Guam, South Korea, Germany all have bases that can treat you if you fly to them.
Yes.
Guam and South Korea are the closest.
How far is Guam? I mean, how long is a plane flight to Guam?
3 hours? Four. I think four.
It's like 4 or 5 hours.
Hmm.
26 by 15 bucks. Oh, LBC should be. LBC should do it, no?
Yeah.
LBC or Forex.
LBC or Forex. It'll take you a little bit to get here, but that's probably the best way to do it.
VA is more mental health meds and checkups. That's about it.
Yep.
Yeah, I do my mental checkup over there too every time I go with him. I talk to his psychiatrist like, oh my god, I should be 100%.
And what do they subscribe to? Free red horses and
Hi, sis Macy. Good evening. I think they're on the road. She messaged me last night. Yeah, 3 to 4 hours from Cebu. Round trip is like 600 bucks. Yeah.
oh, it's kind of a 300 one way. I guess.
Guam. I did not know South Korea got a military U.S. base over there.
More than likely.
Huh.
They got anything? Do they have something in Japan?
How about Japan?
Japan,
Your brother was based over there?
my brother was actually stationed in Japan, but that was back in the early 90s. So I don't know if it's still open or not.
Japan and Guam have the same flight time. Yeah. Japan is 4 hours. So about the same with Guam. Oh, Japan got a military base too. So I would
Yeah, Okinawa.
not believe it's in Okinawa. Okinawa. At least those are 4 hour flight.
Hmm.
Yokata Air Base.
And is that Japan?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Da-da-da. Beta.
Camp Zama.
A Japan flight is more expensive, I believe.
Camp Zama is also in Japan.
Ari and Forrest, if I use the mail forwarding service to forward my important mail to the Philippines, how does that work in the Philippines? Because a lot of places don't have house numbers. I we can
They
we
have.
can we can relate to that because the VA actually sends paperwork from the United States to the Philippines. And it's funny because Forrest has already got his VA and stuff, and we haven't even received those decision letters that they sent out that you were granted with this disability, here and that. So what I do with the postal mail in the Philippines, what we do over here is we talk to the guy that delivers the mail in our area. I told him that the paperwork that we receive from the US is very important. So we really need to get it ASAP as soon as it comes in or call me. And he's really been doing a great job on that. But what others do, they use FedEx because they will deliver it to you door to door and quick. But it could get expensive with
Oh
FedEx.
yeah. I didn't
So
think they had mail systems in the Philippines.
Lumbia.
they do have FedEx over here, Gary. You
Lumbia.
never thought that we don't have FedEx here? Oh,
When I was there the first time in 2016, I lost my credit cards.
uh-huh.
So I had the bank send it to where I was staying in. I was in Makate,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. They were supposed to FedEx it to me. Never got it.
Just FedEx it to you and never got it?
I never got it.
Oh my goodness.
I have no idea where those cards ended up, but they never came to me. So that was yeah, FedEx was a very very.
Wait,
Marco,
mm.
where's Lumbia?
Lumbia? I'm not sure where is Lumbia. Ah, Samas is crazy. We don't have a house number. The delivered riders just ask the neighbors where we live. Or usually they really ask for a number, a phone number. Usually deliverers over here, they would call if you're at the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a delivery today. Are you at the house? Will you be able to receive this and stuff? So that's what they do here. Ninja, JNT, Flash, all riders know us by name. Oh, Magman shops and shops. FedEx is very, very expensive. The mail service is funny there. I mailed some cards through Summons last year and they made it to where I sent it, but it cost a lot. True, because when me and Forrest was still dating, Forrest would send me a package over here. And every time I go to our post office and claim it, I usually pay 30 bucks, 40 bucks to get it. I was like, this guy, he have me pay for the stuff he sent. But no, I think it's something to do with tax or something. That's not unusual here. Especially when you send valuable items, it it gets expensive when you claim them. From the US to here takes like 1 month sometimes. Shoot, even Amazon delivers. They have Amazon here now. Believe it, believe it. How fast Amazon gets over here. Have you tried Mugman? The US Army Medical Department activity in Japan has outpatient primary care and limited specialty care service to active duty personnel, retired military. Ooh, that's good to know. While the main service of MEDDAC is primary care, other services available include physical therapy, optometry, and behavioral health service of the Army, civilians, and their families. Wow, troubling hobo me. Did you just research it today? Camp Zama in a United States Army post located in the cities of Zama and Zagamihira and Kanaga. Oh my God, this is a tongue twister. About 4 kilometers south of Tokyo. Yeah, it took mine 1 month as well. ID Forest. So all of Forest imported mail from VA, mailed from the US. How long does it usually take for Forest to get VA letter from the US? Why we don't we still we still haven't received two of his decision letters. And that's coming up to 1 year now. I more than a year already. It's like we filed last year around March. We have not received that letter from the VA that they sent on that first file in March. I don't know where it went. So it's a good thing they don't use your social security number over here. It's
Yeah.
not gonna do
I
them
mean,
any good.
basically, we went to the post office and got a hold of our postal carrier.
But
And
but the good thing about the VA now, you can download your decision letter. You can download your decision letter on their website.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, you can now. Unlike before that they have to send it through mail, but now you can download it right away from their website.
that's all. Down there.
Actually, Amazon takes 2 to 3 weeks for delivery. They are fast. I haven't used them, but friends have. They love it. 2 to 3 weeks. That's not fast, Mugman. That's regular. Oh, in the Philippines, that's actually fast.
Down there and eat. That's all.
And they are traveling. So, so what do you do in Amazon? You just go to Amazon.com, order, and punch in your shipping to where you want it shipped. Free? Is it free?
But
Go
it,
on.
like I was saying, you can't compare. And they had two letters from the VA that was sitting on the postal delivery guy's desk,
Yes.
and they were about ready to send them back to the United States.
Yes. That's the problem with mailman over here. They don't deliver.
They didn't even try to.
I was like, oh my God, what if that's very important? So you're screwed if that's a very important documentation. Some use LBC because LBC can get to the States too. So it's cool. With Brother Blake, do you mail something to Miss Julie? And how long does it take?
Oh, for immigration?
No,
No,
anything.
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 As in, like, for what?
Have you ever mailed her a box of condoms or anything like
Uy,
that?
Oh, mailing her something.
that got his
Um,
attention.
I gotta think because I don't.
You
The last
forgot
couple
to use them
times
when
I
you
sent-
got here.
Yeah, I sent her flowers the last couple of times, but her pasalubong box.
Oh, cool.
I think it was. I think it had to have been a month. I can't remember exactly. I'd have to look at the pictures, dates that she took of her pasalubong and see how long it took.
Hmm. It's just like it may sound funny, but that's not unusual when it comes to
Yeah.
the mail system here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
It does take a while. But with the VA, when they send something, VA Manila, when they send you meds and stuff, they use Air 21. But when you do your refills, you have to do it 2 weeks before you run out of meds. That way you have them before you run out.
Yeah.
Actually, Amazon takes 2 to 3. Wait lang. From the US to my house, Southern Leyte, 2 to 3 weeks sometimes. 1 week. That's like fiber.
To dial up. Dial up is the shipping here.
Oh, Amazon has an operation service building in Cebu, not too far from Ayala Mall. Oh, well, you've been shopping. Wanna have fun? Ship random angel beads or look to random house in your look anal, not angel. Ikaw, Jude. Mag-
What do you say? Emo? Me?
what?
Yeah.
Addie and Forrest, is it a way to go paperless with OVA correspondence so you can see anything the VA sends you online? So one, not miss. The problem is there is no option on that at the VA. There is no paperless.
If you're in with the VA clinic, okay, they will call you
Hmm.
and let you know that you have an appointment coming up.
Yes,
They will also send you an email
yes.
letting you know that you have an appointment coming up.
They actually send them. They do your message through the VA app.
You know, and yeah, they you could check your VA app. It will show you all the appointments that you have coming up, and so they do a really good job of keeping you informed over here without having to go through the mail.
Mhm.
Now, if you get hearing aid batteries here, watch out. That will cost you.
Yeah, the clinic here that provides it do a cash on delivery, so we pay the shipping. We were expecting some mail, a post office in Toril. This is in Davao. Would have my wife go through a stack of mail to see if she had anything addressed to her. Oh my God. Good luck to that. I have fun 2 times a week. I walk up to the barbecue and buy all their pork. Sometimes it's 400, sometimes it's 700. The whole neighborhood sees me walking to the barbecue. Oh my goodness. They all ran there and buy their barbecue before I get there. The lady says she's gonna pay me to walk over every day. She says, oh, well, you're bad. Leave some for the others. But barbecue over here is really, it's yummy. When Gary gets back to the Philippines and comes to Jensen, we're gonna take the new places here. They have a lot. They said
Yeah,
a lot.
hopefully when I come there this time, I won't hit anything on the way in there.
You want what?
You won't take any mirrors off.
Right.
Yes.
Hopefully,
gotta
when
tell
you get hopefully when you get here, Gary, I can take you around in my tuk tuk.
Ah, there you
my
go.
God.
You know when I hit that thing with that mirror, that thing just exploded. It was like somebody took a baseball bat, and just
The parts on vehicles over here are really expensive.
it really wasn't that bad. It only cost like $100 to get it fixed. I mean, that wasn't that bad, really. You know,
Yeah,
to
plus the
replace it.
part.
I think I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it wasn't really that bad. And we got it fixed before we left, so you know.
But on my vehicle, Forrest can't believe how good they did the work on
Did they
my
get
hood.
your car fixed?
It's like nothing happened. It's like looks brand
Perfect.
new.
It's like I told her. In the States, they would have replaced the hood.
They did it. They fixed it.
Yeah, they would have replaced it. It would have been cheaper probably for them to replace it in the States.
I was about ready to say here. I don't know whether they use body filler or what, but it looks brand new.
It's like nothing happened.
I mean they've got the creases right and everything. So
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's one. I don't know. That's one thing you can get stuff. You can do a pretty good job.
Like I know that they did not replace my hood because I got few scratches on that already because that damn cat was playing on top of the hood. So so I know it's the same hood I got when I got that vehicle.
Because
I was like the bad.
if you put like when you go to like the grocery store, Robinsons or something, if you put the bags, this is the way it is now. The grocery store on the hood of your car, that will scratch it.
Mm.
You can't really put anything on there,
Like the bad part about it, they will make footprints on my hood.
Well,
Like my brother was like, "Oh, Brad, you got a new design on your hood. What? Cat's footprints." I was like, "Oh my God, I will catch this cat one day." Barbecue here is amazing. Just no chicken heads or feet or you're no fun. Just pork and chicken. Blake,
Yep.
I see that. I see that hand, Blake.
is it
You don't eat chicken feet.
No chicken feet or heads or intestines, just the pork or chicken for me too.
Oh my God. When Gary comes visit the Jensen, I will not tell him what he's eating. I want to get one them multi-cab vans painted black and red like 18, but my wife says no. It's weird. Forrest is getting him a tuk-tuk.
Is that what a tuk-tuk is? A multi-cab?
no,
No, it's a different. That's a different type of vehicle. Also, it's really small.
Hmm.
It's very small. That minivan multi-cab vans. You need to get the new wax they got out. It skipped off the scratches unless they're whatever that is. So
And I think you meant it.
that's tuk tuk.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
You think you'll fit in that?
Yeah, we went to the dealership the other day and he fit just right on. Like,
Oh,
oh
there
my
you go.
god,
How much is
he's
a tuk
really
tuk?
getting it.
How much would a tuk tuk be approximately?
Fi- Five 5 grand?
Cash outright, it was about
48,
it was about five, huh?
48,
48,
yeah, around 48.
480.
4,800.
Oh,
Four
around five,
thousand eight hundred.
around 5,000 US.
I don't know why he likes that.
$5,000 US. Okay.
No, but we're not paying it in cash. What? Yeah, them vans are 300cc engines. I was like, can I ever ride in it? Oh, of course. We have that. We have one, but that was supposed to be our first choice before this car that we have now, but it's just too small. But Forest does fit. Hello, James.
Hello.
How are you, James?
I just got done in the garden. It's getting too hot outside.
Oh boy. Oh, that link you sent me. That's the CR1 included on that.
I don't know. That's what I was going to ask you is what's your interpretation? You think
Because
it's
the ones I checked the U.S. Embassy Manila website, it's uh for other types of visa, but I am not sure. I'm gonna watch the other video from the U.S. immigration itself. So they might include that. They are, I guess, or they want
yeah,
everybody,
I was thinking it was probably tourist, but it also says that something about the person that's applying for the application, the applicant. They take
Huh.
the applicant's information and approve the visa without going through interviews. So it could be tourist, it could be K1. I don't know.
That would be cool, no? If CR1 is included, Edna can skip that process.
Yeah, that'd be good for everybody.
She can come there quicker.
They said there was 380,000 people in the world that have their application approved, ready for interview.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
That is a lot.
that would skip a lot of those interviews.
Yeah. If that happens, US is really open. No? If they don't do the interview and stuff anymore. Well, they do a background check on you. So
So yeah, the background check's already done. Like
yeah.
with Edna's paperwork, I just filed the last piece of information that they requested from NBC. So now we're just waiting the 2 weeks to hear back because they're on a 2 week
Did
delay.
that police clearance came in?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yay. Oh, hopefully they send that to Manila quick. You're
Well,
looking at 2-3 months down the road,
yeah, that's what I thought.
or
September.
maybe less.
It all depends if she falls in that where it doesn't have to have where she doesn't have to have an interview, but you still have to have a medical.
Yeah.
Medical is 2 days, but mostly done on the first day. Then the second day, I'm not sure if they still do the same process. Second day usually is immunization, then releasing of your medical result and your passport,
Yeah.
then your interview.
The way they made it seem like on the NBC YouTube channel is that this process has already started. Not like that it's going to start. They didn't give a date.
Oh, that really sounds like you are getting close, James.
Yeah.
Did Jeremy's wife's police clearance came in too?
I haven't heard. I don't think so.
Oh, how long did it take, James, till you guys got it?
Okay, so with Bahrain, you can go on the website, go to the link. You have to go to a police station in the Philippines, get your hands printed on the form that the Bahrain government gives you. So she did that, then she scanned it to them, and they denied it because they said that they couldn't read the scan. So she went back, re-uploaded the scan again. Each time you have to pay. It's only like $2 or something, but you have to wait for them to reject it. So she filed this in what was it, February? And Bahrain says that it's a 100-day wait. So we ended up having to take the physical copy and mail it to one of her friends that works in Bahrain and have them carry it into the office. And I think Jeremy's doing the same thing. I think they're going to send their fingerprints to someone over there. I think it's Hong Kong, and then they're going to walk it into the office.
Oh, cool. But that should be getting close to being done.
I would assume Hong Kong's a little more advanced than Bahrain.
Oh.
You would think so, but that doesn't necessarily mean it is.
Sure.
Yeah. So we'll see. I think it's July 3rd is our expected date to hear something back. So sometime that week, it's holiday week, so who knows?
Hopefully they do that before 4th of July.
It falls in the middle of a week, so, or I think a Tuesday or something. So
Is that federal holiday?
Yes.
Oh. I'm just curious.
yeah. So
Patty, go ahead, get you. Go ahead.
as soon as I hear something, I'll update you guys.
Yeah. What, Gary?
I looked up that email or that link you sent me, that Philippine retirement thing. It's right by the night market.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's like right around the corner from the night market.
It should be. Should be easy to find.
Yeah.
From Thomas, Eddie, and Forrest, did you to buy your house years ago, or are you guys renting or apartment?
Renting right now.
We actually have a house in this subdivision, but it's not done yet. We don't know yet if we're gonna get it because he wants a suburb type one.
I don't like living in subdivisions.
Because he said he
You
can
don't like
go
what?
out in the fifth.
What's that first?
I don't like living in subdivisions.
Yeah, I've visited a few of them over there myself. And,
I like being able to walk out my back door and take a leak without the neighbors watching.
Oh my God, there's a bathroom.
how about the
He does
front?
that over here
How
too.
about the
Like,
front
why
I'm
do
a country boy. I'm sorry.
It's like, why
You
do
have
you
to move.
live outside? We have a bathroom.
And
You
I
have to
keep
move back
telling
to
you,
Mississippi.
There's nothing that beats the feeling of the good first morning breeze.
Oh,
through
Mom, you say that on the channel. We have to bleep that.
You were loading, so
James could relate because
yeah,
he wants the countryside,
yeah.
thousand style.
I'm gonna be like CEO. I'm gonna try to find a place in the middle of nowhere and just set up camp.
Oh boy. Yeah, that they're not. Macy said they will try to come on, but they're not sure because they're on the road. So
Maybe
let's see.
maybe CEO can start a commune over there on his island.
We all move in.
Yeah, we all move in.
The CEO will move out because he wants quiet. Now we all moving in.
Yeah, it's true. I have to have my chickens.
Oh my God, you don't want not like that.
I told Nanda she'll feel like she's right at home in the Philippines because
Wait,
every morning
how about karaoke?
Karaoke. Oh,
I'll have to try to sing. I'll have to change careers, I guess.
because here in the Philippines, it's kind of other neighbors don't really care if they're singing right or as long as they do karaoke, they don't. They're not considerate to others. It's okay when it's still early in the night, but oh my God, we have experienced Some neighbors over here doing karaoke wee hours in the morning. It was like, good Lord, let us get some sleep.
Sounds like the cat's out on the back.
Yeah, type thing, singing type thing. Oh my God.
Gary knows what I'm talking about.
Hello, all. Long time no here. Welcome back, Ethan Squad. Hey, Osang. Hello, hello. Time to play mobile. Oh my God, you're crazy with that game. Is it like pulling teeth for James and Jeremy and other foreigners to get a Filipino to the US? But all one has to do is sell your belongings, and move to the Philippines. Any take on that, James?
Well,
Well, I think mine and Jeremy's issue is that both of our Filipinos are OFW.
Yeah,
So when you're OFW and they live in other countries, they have to have a police clearance for all those other countries. So me and Jeremy would be more advanced with our process if we had known about the police clearance from the beginning. You can apply for that, and it has a validity of like a year, I believe. So if we had known that in the beginning, we could have already applied for it and been already like me and Edna might have already been here because we waited 3 months already just for that. So I would say the process is a little longer than it should be. With USCIS, it took me 9 months. I think Jeremy a year, and that's for them just to review the documents and approve them because you know I went through Rapid Visa, an online program, and
yeah.
Jeremy went through a lawyer, and I think both of ours were approved with no issues. But I think the process itself is way too long. Like 9 months to a year just for them to look at your documents, approve them, and then send them to NVC. It's a little crazy.
That's just part of the process.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like for Thomas, it's like nothing wrong to really retire in the Philippines. Like if you really don't want to live in the US anymore, that's completely up to you. But I highly suggest that before moving into the Philippines for good, that you are financially stable. Because
yeah,
that's one thing over here that I've noticed. That's like we are guilty of it too. Because the stuff over here are so cheap, some wouldn't mind just too complacent spending money, spend, without even, thinking about whatever. But that's why you hear a lot in the news that this foreigner you see on this particular area walking because he's broke, you know?
yeah,
So before it's like Jeremy and especially James, it's like that they have their plans on retiring to the Philippines soon, but they have to really work on that first together so they have enough when they retire over here for good, not just go over here because if you have a pension and stuff, that's one thing, but James and Edna are still young, so
yeah. That's the thing with me and Jeremy. Where I'm not sure Jeremy's age, but I'm pretty sure we're both around mid 30s to,
yeah.
and my goal is to have a 10-year plan to where we pay everything off, which I don't know. I don't have much debt, but just to pay off what we have, get savings, and then acquire some assets that have that will pay you. So whenever I come to the Philippines, say I have 2 or 3 rentals here, I can have my brother or somebody manage those rentals, and then
Yeah.
you have passive income coming in. So if you have passive income, yeah, you're not going to have health insurance, so you're going to have to account for all that, and then maybe I can retire in 50s when you can still enjoy everything.
True. So yeah, that's the most important thing over here. Have a stable income coming in every month.
Yeah.
Did you see Kenzo earlier, James? He actually does exist.
Yeah, I was in the garden. I was, picking my stuff and going through and checking everything, and it was awesome that he come on. I'm glad he did. I hope he goes back and watches this. It was really cool.
Yeah,
Um,
that
I,
was 3 years in the making.
as soon as I heard Kenzo's on, I ran over to my phone. Was like, because I'm just
Everybody was
listening.
excited to see Kenzo.
I'm just listening to it, and my hands are dirty, so I
That
can't
was
like
funny.
do texting or typing or anything. So
Kenzo is in Changi Airport. He is sending off his fiance back to the Philippines.
we all know the feeling.
Yeah. Is July 4th a holiday here too? Like, yes, U.S. Embassy is closed, VA is closed, any U.S. government office in the Philippines is closed that day.
But that does not necessarily mean that any Philippine government offices are
No,
closed.
it's not holiday in the Philippines for July the 4th. We already had our Independence Day. It's already passed. Hello, familia. Glad to hear all of you. Hey, Brother Jess. There is no way on earth I would go through all that hassle and expenses to try to get a Filipina to the US. By the time she gets to the US, it will be years later, and you want know her. Well, I think I've discussed this one time in the show that some foreigners are really scared of what happened to other Filipinas in the states that becomes they became Americanized. There's actually two faces of that. The Americanized in a good way and Americanized in a bad way. You don't want the Americanized in a bad way because they literally follow the norms over there. The Americanized in a good way, they have to. They are living in a new world. They have to adopt what's in it. It's like they cannot apply what they got used to in the Philippines in the US because it's way different. So that's why I said there is being Americanized in a good way and there is being Americanized in a bad way. The bad way they just become Karens and they go out and you know
Cheat and
yeah,
everything
cheat
else.
and keeping up with the Joneses and everything. So I was like, I am not really against those foreigners who wants to bring their wife or fiance in the States or whatever country it is. I think it's a good experience for Filipinas, and you can really know her more how she is in a different country. If you guys, because she has to know your culture too, not just her culture. That's not fair if it's just her culture. You have to know both cultures and enable for her to know the American way. She has to go to America to learn that.
Well,
So
with the comment, knowing the process now and how long it took, I would still do the same process because you're looking at the reward at the end. Plus,
that's
the
true.
fact that you're LDR opens up a level of communication that you don't get when you're with that person every day.
The LDR is the perfect test in a relationship.
So, so I would not short the LDR and say that it's not worth the process because you like I know Edna and Edna knows me, and we have went through this process over these years, and it creates a bond. And it was like I was mentioning to someone else, it's cheap to get married and it costs to get divorced. But if it was
True.
the other way around where you had a high investment in the front end, people would not just throw away a relationship like they are now.
That's
So
true.
so when you invest these 3 years that we've known each other and 2 years of this process, it makes you have a higher appreciation for your relationship.
That's
So
very
if
true. So
if that helps.
it's like I could understand the fear on other foreigners when it comes to that department because does that happens a lot over there in the States that not just Filipinos, even other what do you call this? Other nationals too that comes to the US. For some reason it changes a person because you will experience luxury that you never experienced before in your whole life. It's like America would just offer it to you right there. Why are you laughing? It's like you will experience a lot in the States. I did, but you know,
In the Philippine cult, well, it's like
it and it's really up to you if it goes up to your head or not. If it goes up to your head, it's game over.
In
So
in the Philippine culture, the normal dating, how long and what's the period and what's the how is that process? Because it's over a few years. It's not instant. It's not a 1 year thing. Like you meet somebody, you get married.
over here on a typical date, if you follow the oldies rule, it takes years
Yeah,
before you guys get married. And over here, the couple would save up first before they get married. They want to be financially stable before they embark that new, you know,
yeah,
new stage in their lives. But others just go get married and suffer in the middle of the marriage,
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
I think it really depends on the mindset of the couple and how they on what approach they do, if they really think the long-term plan or they think the short-term plan. That's really up to them on how they deal with that. But to those that wants the shortcut, gets in so much trouble, you know.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
I think most people's fear is that when they bring their significant other over to the U.S., that they're going to become westernized. And if we wanted Western women, we would date Western women. But we want that culture. We want that culture here. But our end goal is to go back to the Philippines. But who knows in 10 years what the Philippines is going to be like, because they're just a few years behind on the cultural, because you got TikTok and all of
it's
these other.
becoming Western over here.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, but see, it's the man's job to keep his foreign fiance or his foreign wife grounded. I had to continuously remind her of the things that used to annoy her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, she would sit there and say, "Well, it really annoyed me when I was in the airport and there was this Filipino and she was talking in English and she wouldn't talk in Filipino to nobody."
And before I know it, I'm doing it too.
And
So
I would have to remind her, that drives you nuts. Why
Yeah.
are you doing it?
yeah, he helped a lot on that.
You know,
My
Yeah.
my transition in the U.S. because if it's not with his reminders and stuff, good lord, good lord, Matilda.
Oh, Edna, Edna would tell me stories where she'll go to pay the electric, and she'll get up early, go, and there'll already be a line, and she calls it falling in line, and
Oh,
it'll be for like an hour, 2 hours or something, just in line to pay this bill. And I said, there is no American person that would ever do that.
fall in line. Forrest used to laugh.
No,
No, Forrest used to laugh on that. Fall in line. It's like, why would I fall in line? It's like that's it's like because in
it's
the
so
U.S.
funny.
it's stand in line.
Yeah.
well,
Somebody.
that's like she kept telling me that she was throwing out when she was pregnant.
Boy, I changed that
And
one.
and I told her, I said, "You're throwing out. What are you throwing out?
Yeah.
Everything I ate. No, you're not throwing it out. You're throwing it up."
Forrest, can you do that in an appointment in the Philippines or
You
in the
can do
city?
that in an apartment in the Philippines
Oh, apartment.
or in the
City.
city. Shoot along the national highway next to McDonald's.
No.
My wife won't let me.
Any updates on approved relative petition 2012 priority date NVC bulletin on visa scheduling interview for Manila, Philippines? Uh, Usually relatives. Is this a brother or because as far as I know, if you petition your brother, it takes 30 years. It's like holy smokes. Your brother is already on the wheelchair before he can get to America. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure
I looked
what
that up, and they're 2 weeks behind on the I-30. So, but
okay,
this must
so
be different.
Look what Macy said. You guys are all welcome. See, I told you they are moving out. Blasting music at 4 a.m., getting kids for school and cleaning is how they do it around here. True, we are awake around 4. I keep telling my wife before we leave, I'm gonna grab 8 big speakers and blast death metal for a week. Then we move. Oh my god. From 1 a.m. to 3. I am hearing that many expats are now struggling in the Philippines. Inflation or just lack of planning. I think it's more on lack of planning. Just like what I mentioned earlier, because it's so cheap compared to the US, some would just spend, 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 spend.
And you've got to stop and think. A lot of people, they don't really plan on their retirement. Okay. A lot of people will come over in their
I get a,
40s
I get a pink.
or in their 50s, and well, I've got $200,000 sitting in the bank. I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. If you don't have a steady stream of income coming in, $200,000 will go quick.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, even here in the Philippines, you're only looking at about 2-3 years, and that's where a lot of people, a lot of the expats are getting into trouble.
Yeah.
Is they're not old enough to get Social Security yet,
They
but
rely on their savings.
they have a lot of savings and they sell off everything they own, and now I've got $200,000-300,000 in the bank. I'm going to the Philippines and live like a king.
It's like more outs, no ins.
I'm going to start up a bunch of businesses in the Philippines, and
Jess, micro budgets, lack of planning, taking advice from the wrong YouTubers. Oh, well, that's true too. Has to be tough for them, Mugman. It's tough. That's like there's a lot of foreigners here go broke. You guys have heard that news. A foreigner just sleeps at the airport because he's so broke.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I don't know what the age is that I can start drawing the minimum retirement, but I would guess it's not 62 anymore. I would guess whenever, 30, 40 years from now, it's going to be like mid 60s.
I
So
think it's
if,
still 62.
yeah, but with James, see, for me, it'll probably still always be 62.
Mm.
yeah,
But James, it will probably be around 65 to 67.
They will
yeah,
increase again.
Because, see, I can start drawing the minimum at 62,
yeah,
Yeah.
but I can't draw my maximum until 67.
Yeah.
yeah.
Now,
So
or
57. No?
it was 56, wasn't it,
I
when it
don't,
first started?
59,
Yeah.
I think 59 and a half.
58 and a half.
Yeah, probably. But if I go to the Philippines at 50, then I have to have a passive income that will exceed my expenses before
True.
we leave, because you never know what's going to happen, and then it's something's got to sustain you for that period of time of 15 plus years before I'm able to draw the minimum.
Yeah.
And so I have to look at that like that. So
Yes. It's hard if you're not. It's like we've been through that route. It's really hard. So you have to have stable
buy,
income coming in.
and a bio kubo,
Bahay kubo. Even a bahay kubo you have to spend. Still.
you can make it. Watch a
Yeah.
YouTube video.
Oh my god. You want to live here, don't unless you have 2500 US residual income. And that it's like bare minimum. I advise 32 or because you spend so much mug, you shop at imported section. That's why.
Yeah, but I mean, he's about right.
True.
$2,500 residual income is about the bare minimum that you're going to want to have to be able to retire in the Philippines. And that,
Our grocery budget, we have a grocery budget. Our groceries has not changed or anything, but it went up 5,000 more. 5,000 pesos more. We shop the same groceries every week. But because prices are up. We are now paying 5,000 more in our usual grocery budget before. I couldn't make it with that budget anymore.
But on the other hand, for basically 30,000 pesos,
Mhm.
we packed our vehicle tonight with groceries.
No, that was, don't include the store. That was
That
for the
that was for the
store.
house and the store,
Mm.
but we spent around
Restock.
30,000 pesos and we managed to pack her little
Restock, bro.
SUV.
Ah, our California guy is here. The other California guy. Hey, brother Jess.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Good to
Where,
see all of
where?
you guys.
Hello, Dad McDonald. Dad McDonald's. I'm sorry. Jess always tells us that, hey, I gotta go to McDonald's because Daddy wants McDonald's. So,
No, we had a big, a little family gathering yesterday, and so Dad comes from San Bernardino and stays with me. And in the morning, we're deciding that we can still afford McDonald's because it's just getting expensive.
Yeah. McDonald's used to be the place you go to eat when you don't have money, and now you
still
have
have
to
the,
rich.
do they still have the dollar meal? Or
No,
that's out? No more? Oh,
no.
wow.
They used to have the dollar Coke, the drinks,
Dollar
and my
menu.
God, that's one of the. It's so addictive. And now that's like what I think it's $2, double. I don't get that anymore.
Wow. It's really expensive nowadays. Well, it's like the Philippines is like, I think the prices here really went up 3 times. That's
But I seen an ad on for someone hiring in the Philippines, and they were hiring for $10 a day.
mm.
Wow.
So, like, what is like the regular wage right
The
now?
minimum here is 300 plus
300 a week or a month?
a day. No, I mean
300,
pesos, James, not dollars.
300 pesos,
300. I think the minimum right now is 320. I
$6.
think. Yes, Philippines minimum wage.
I told
20.
Edna I have to have air conditioning. I can't. We can't live a Philippine lifestyle with.
See, in Manila area, this is the rate: 414 to 430 pesos a day. For other areas like here in Mindanao, there's 344.
Mm. So between 6 to 10
Yeah, that's their minimum wage here.
a day.
Some are lower.
Yeah, wife was earning about 550 working there at a restaurant in Manila before pandemic, and
$550
pesos a day,
in
550
in,
pesos.
in Manila area. They have a high minimum wage over there, but here, like for example, if Manila's minimum wage is around 500, here in our city, that's only around 300. I don't
Wow.
know why. I don't know why they don't have across the board minimum wage
Well,
for
it's the same in the U.S. Every
yeah.
state pays different.
Say hi to Titos. Hi. Our youngest.
Yeah, the mid states are pretty low. I heard I think either
What's the
Kansas or
minimum
Oklahoma,
there?
like 750 an hour, 8 an hour.
Yeah, I think Tennessee is 750, 775, but most places around here start at 10.
Oh,
Wow.
at least 10. 10 is better than
And that's
5 or
starting. That's
7.
starting. There's some places that some of the other places that are like 15. I seen a one place said starting at 1925. But
Brother Jess, where did you hear that uh, concern that expats are having? Where did you hear that, or did you talk to somebody?
No, I think yeah, watching a couple of YouTubes and videos and people that are broadcasting, and starting a lot of stuff that yeah, they're struggling. some of them are struggling now in the Philippines.
So like I said, it's like the Philippines is a great place to retire. Just make sure you have stable income coming in every month. you know.
I'm hoping the wife will be actually, she's actually my retirement account. I hope.
Oh well, she just got there. Work up, work up with her until she gets her U.S. citizen, dual citizen. That way, when you guys go travel, it's a lot easier for her with that blue
Hope
passport.
hopefully we did have an issue just recently that when we submitted the affidavit of support,
Mm-hmm.
it was returned to us that I didn't qualify. Um, at at that point, I went ahead and contacted my cousin-in-law, who's a lawyer, and resubmitted the paperwork. I'm not sure what or how or where what the mistake was made. So that's one of those things that also you got to be careful when you're
Did
you
the poverty
It
line
went
went up?
up. It went
It went
up.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it now?
With me, two kids, and Edna, I think it was like 40 or something.
Wow, during our time with just me and Forrest, it's 25.
Yeah, with just two
15
people,
years ago.
I think it's like 30 or something. I don't know.
That was 1.5 times the poverty level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was 15 years ago. So, wow.
I resent the paperwork, but I hope it doesn't cause a major delay. That's why I'm worried about the delay.
Who requested it?
We'll cross our fingers for that too.
Was it USCIS or was it NVC?
Should be USC.
USCIS, yeah.
Yeah.
USCIS is slow.
This is on what month now, brother Jess? Since you guys sent her paperwork for the green card.
It's been a month.
Oh, okay.
Been a month. So I'm crossing also my fingers for. CEO had mentioned that it's about 3 months so now, a little bit
Yeah.
faster. So
Yeah. So,
I want to travel. So as soon as she gets that uh, permission, we're off.
so
Go change, please. Huh?
what's for breakfast?
Uh,
McDonald's.
uh, no, no McDonald's anymore. We can't afford that. Peanut
Oh
butter,
boy.
jelly, babe.
Magman said they beg in person around Manila and Cebu. They beg on Facebook and social media all the time. This micro budget people all the time. Wow. No, Eddie, not U.S. offices. I mean Philippine holiday. No, it's not. It's not holiday in the Philippines in the 4th of July. Sorry about that. But you can celebrate it, but it's not. I know. That is what I'm pointing to: is to retire as early as possible. You can still enjoy your life. In your retirement years, life is too short. Prime example: Brother Floyd's health.
Yep.
Yep, that is true. It's like Floyd came here to enjoy his retirement, but unfortunately, he didn't. He dealt with his health issues. But like I just like just to do a recap, I talked to his girlfriend the other day. She said that he's doing a lot better since they got out from the hospital. So hopefully, any LDR relationship over 1 to 1.5 years without meeting in person are not in a relationship. They are
Pen
pen
pals.
pals. Made worse when they find a mate there in the Philippines and can't bring them to the US, so now some are stuck. That was from you, brother Jess.
Uh,
Macy, CEO says I'm a Karen.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no! Exactly, Jess. Loads of Filipinos believe just because you're a foreigner here, you're rich. But loads are barely making it here and don't plan to stay and play females of that. That's true. You are absolutely correct, Addie, in your assessment. But right now in the US, with all of the school shootings, shootings everywhere, political infighting, and racial tension in the US. Oh my God, what is going on over there? It's crazy. Addie was amazed you can drink sink water and it's pure. Macy is CEO's background from Madeira, Portugal. I don't know. Honestly, right now in the US, every time you turn on the news, there is a mass shooting. Our politicians are clashing daily. That's not different here in the Philippines. Politicians fight here all the time too.
Yeah,
Road
but they're not
rage.
mass shootings.
Road rage. I'm guilty of that.
She's guilty. She's guilty.
Gang violence, illegal immigrant coming over the border. Oh, that one has been happening for a long time.
And anytime I am with her, she is extremely
Of
angry
course.
driver. If I'm not with her, apparently she's very mellow and very nice. But when I'm with her,
Of course, I have my security guard with me. Don't mess
I,
with.
I would say it's easier to shut all that out if you're in the Philippines because you can live in your own little bubble and you don't have to, when you're living somewhere and the Wi-Fi is limited and you're just living your life in a daily moment. It's not like the U.S. So a lot of people want to relieve themselves of this stress and go there, and I would say that's why.
Yep.
It just like when you get off the plane, it just seems like stress it just comes off, like melts off of you.
I have said that many times. Every time I've landed in the Philippines, it's just like a huge weight's lifted off my shoulders.
Yeah.
With brother Jess is different. As soon as he lands and step out the airplane, party time.
Oh, I'll
Yeah.
never forget the first time that Manila Air hit me when I had my hoodie on.
Oh, I asked my wife. I mean, what do you miss more about the Philippines? I'm thinking family, her province, her city. No, first thing she came out of her mouth was, "Oh, I miss Manila. I'm going to the casino and hearing music." Wow.
Oh boy. There's casino over there. A lot better than the casinos here.
Well, but they live in California.
They don't have casino there.
I don't think so.
I just
Why?
Indian casinos and a lot of poker tables.
Oh, small
Uh,
ones.
I was about ready to say you basically got to go to Nevada to gamble, right?
Pretty
How
much.
far is Nevada from California?
Right next door.
Oh, okay. 4-hour drive.
Yeah.
We're actually heading out to the Bay Area on July 4th for Independence Day.
For Independence Day. Cool.
We're gonna be up there.
The price to pay for a beautiful Pinays is getting very expensive.
Yeah, I know. I got lucky. I bought mine for 10 grand.
So that was 15 years ago. If it was this time, that's probably 40.
Uh, Jeremy can probably tell how much it costs for a lawyer, but it's like a lot more to go through a lawyer than it is to go through Rapid Visa
Oh yeah,
because
it's expensive with
the premium for Rapid Visa is $5.99, which takes you through the whole process.
because with the lawyer you
Well,
have to
but-
pay the professional's fee too. On that.
With the way I figured the 10 grand was my first trip over here,
Yeah, it's true.
being over here for,
10
meeting
days.
her, spending the 14 days with her and stuff, flying back home. Then the money I sent to support her when I told her to quit her job once we started filing our paperwork,
He wants me to quit.
then, I told her she needed to quit her job. So I started sending money to her. I actually gave her a pay raise. She was making about $210 a month. I jumped her up to $250.
But that before $250 a month before is more than enough.
Yeah.
And
Not anymore.
Yeah.
I had to pay for her plane ticket up to Manila, her stay in Manila for a week, her medical, and all of that. Then her plane ticket over there, getting married, the removal of conditions,
10 years
Then-
times 2.
her the removal of conditions, which was her 10-year green card times 2,
Yeah.
and then her U.S. citizenship, and then her Filipino citizenship back.
Dual citizen.
All that cost me about 10 grand.
Yeah.
The best $10,000 investment I've ever made.
10 grand within 3 years. That's the total process to get dual citizenship.
So I think the legal part of the paperwork was just like less than $2,000 when you pay the USCIS fee and then you pay the two NVC fees,
Mm-hmm.
it's less than $2,000. But yeah,
Can't
flying
remember ours
over
before.
there, like I flew over twice, and then she's got to fly over here. That's the biggest expense. It's the
Yeah,
visiting.
James,
and the money you spend while you're over here. I mean, that honestly was my biggest expense, was my coming over here and being over here for 2 weeks.
I think James' first trip over here was expensive.
Yeah, it was because I booked last minute, but it was 100% worth it. But
Like,
in 3 weeks, we only spent like $600.
I was messaging him, James, Philippines just opened up. He booked the flight right away.
I
I was on a 2 or 3 hour hold on Philippine Airlines, waiting for somebody to answer the phone.
Oh,
Because my credit card, when I went online, my credit card, it kept saying, we have a problem. We're currently having an issue because everybody's doing the same thing. I watched the plane tickets
Yep.
and I watched the plane seating go down, 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 down. I left work early just to go home to call and get my ticket. And then I got in, what was it, the day after they opened, Addie? I think the 11th.
February the 10th.
The 10th is when they opened, I think, wasn't it?
Yes.
So
I
I
think we
landed a
flew
day or two after
for
that.
Valentine's Day, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's true. I landed on the 13th, February 13th.
No, I informed you few days before they open.
Yeah,
Then you flew over here the day before Valentine's Day, I think.
yeah, that's true.
So his ticket was very expensive.
Yeah, but being over there, as long as you don't stay in the big city, like if we'd have stayed in Manila or one of the big cities, even Bacolod wasn't that expensive. But when we went to the resorts, you pay American prices at the resorts. As
Yes.
soon as you leave the resort, you go back to paying Philippine price for everything, and it's like way, way, way cheaper. Like we were that one resort we were at, and I believe breakfast was like for both of us was like $20. Twenty
Whoa,
bucks breakfast, lunch, dinner. So that adds up quick, and you could spend that amount of money all day or a couple days. But it
that's
was
the
worth it.
thing
It was
here.
worth it.
is it fair what I'm doing now? I'm writing everything down, all the extra expenses. I'm telling the wife, honey, this is what you got now. Once you start working,
She can't work yet.
I, she's not very happy of it. I think she mentioned that her first four checks, all
I think I've never worked in America, like physical work, mostly online. Because Forrest has a very odd schedule with his job.
I basically I work 28 and 14. I'm gone for 28 days. I was only home for 14 days. I told her, I don't want you to have a regular 9 to 5 job because that's going to cut into the time I'm going to be able to spend with you.
We're never gonna see each other while he's home.
You know,
But
I'm making
if Addie had went with you and worked as some kind of, I'm not,
On
I
the
know you were
boat,
on a ship. Yeah, if you worked inside the boat,
we
and
will probably have 12 children.
so what's the problem, Addie?
Oh my God! It's like I have three. I feel like we have 15.
Yeah,
No, they have female deckhands on their company, but we never thought of that. Me working offshore.
I thought about it, but
It never crossed my. He did, but it never crossed my mind working offshore. It was more online job for me and stuff that way, because with online jobs I have control over my time, and when he's off we can spend time together because we love to go somewhere when he's at home.
we love to go down to the coast to go to the casinos.
Yeah, pretty much.
well, Floyd,
That's
how far did you go out on when you were a captain? How far did you go out? Did you go all the way to the eastern seaboard, or is mostly in the Gulf of Mexico?
No, I worked in the Gulf of Mexico. The furthest we went out was about around 250 miles.
Okay, I was just curious. It sounds like fun.
My license, I'm at 200 miles.
Were you towing other ships or
No,
no?
we would haul supplies out to the drilling platforms
Oh, cool.
and to the production platforms out there in the Gulf. We'd haul groceries out. If they were drilling, we would haul mud out, drill water. We'd haul fresh water out to them,
It's like
cement, barite.
our LDR is very challenging because even when I was in the US, we were still LDR because he's gone for like 28 days and home for 14 days. And his job is very dangerous, especially when he was working offshore. Rigs are blowing up and I cannot get a hold of him. Sometimes when he's out of signal, I cannot track his phone where he's at. So those type.
See, I
It's
was I was offshore when the Deepwater Horizon went.
Yes, and I contacted him, and I can't get a hold of him because they said there are some supply boats that got blown up with that and stuff. It's like, oh my god, and I cannot get a hold of him. I called the office, called HR. What's going on? Where's this boat? Making sure he's. I was like, no, and HR said they're actually helping on the rescue during that time. So it's like, okay, now I can breathe.
My boat wasn't actually helping on the rescue, but
You
we
were
had
standby.
there were a couple of Harvey boats that were
Yeah.
working on the rescue.
So
Yeah,
that's
okay.
why you cannot get me into watching what's that movie?
Deepwater Horizon.
Yeah, Deepwater Horizon because I can relate to that movie. Maybe now that Forrest is not working offshore anymore.
Mm.
But before when he was working, I will not watch that movie.
I've
It's
watched helicopter crashes,
mm,
Wow.
everything else out there.
yeah. So it's really hard. It was I have to toughen up for his job. It was if you're not tough, it will eat you alive.
Uh,
We were tied up to one platform, and there was a helicopter coming in.
Mhm.
And this was still when I was actually in training to be a captain. The master of the vessel was setting up at the forward station. I'm at the aft station keeping the lines tight. And I told him, I says, look like there's a helicopter getting ready to crash. And he's like, oh, yeah, right. I said, no, a helicopter looks like it's getting ready to crash.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, right. I said, okay, a helicopter just crashed.
Oh no.
He's like, you're not shitting, are you? And he jumped up and ran back there. And it was coming in on the platform, and it come in on the windlass side.
oh.
And it lost wind, so it couldn't pick up, and it
It's like
crashed right there.
I've experienced like when we are talking on the phone and he would just I gotta go because mind overboard. Somebody would shout mind overboard. I was like, oh, then my heart starts pumping again. What's going on? Then there's a fire on the boat while we are talking. There's a fire on the boat. Then I would, ah,
Drills.
what did I get myself into? It's really hard because you have to be tough because you're alone all the time because he's not home all the time, and you have to be tough because his job is very dangerous. So it's like, but I survived.
Andy, you guys were in Alabama or Mississippi?
Mississippi,
Miss-
good old Mississippi.
I
I'm gonna read. I think I have a lot of message now. Forrest, you're absolutely correct. Forrest, you did it right way with Addie when she was in the US because you were a man that lead your relationship. So Addie could say just what you thought. Lead the relate. No, I'm just joking. Wife just had biometrics. Oh, she already had biometrics? That's a good sign, brother Jess. Everyone here are up by 5 a.m. and go to bed by 8:30. I can't go to bed that early. And here I am awake by myself with no one to talk to
Shoot with
but
the neighbor's
neighbor.
rooster.
Hobo, come on up. Oh, wait. Unmarried brothers still waiting for a visa interview. Oh, if it's a son, that's a lot quicker actually. But I'm sorry, Shella, but I'm not really sure with the timeline with that kind of visa. Yeah, everyone says I'll get a sari sari store. My dad has one. He makes $40 a day. If he's lucky, sometimes he make. That's absolutely true. It's like I did not know Forrest did not like sari sari store before. I pushed for it. Now I want it gone.
Okay. So I have three questions.
Ah,
With the Sari store, is there a tax? Do you have to pay like a business tax? Well, how do you open up a Sari Star legally?
yearly. You before you open up, you go to the barangay because it really depends how much capital you put into it. If it's 200,000 in our area, if it's less than 200,000, you don't really need to go through the city permits. You can go by with the barangay permits where your store is located. We pay that every year, and that costs about 700 pesos yearly.
That's not bad. So you don't
Hmm.
have a tax on it? Like you don't have like an income tax? You have to pay tax on
No,
what you make?
no, no, we don't. So that's our tax already. That's per store. So you pay it yearly. You renew it every January.
Okay, so the next question is when Edna comes over, the baggage,
Mm-hmm.
because we were talking about it, and she's going to be landing in LAX and then taking a domestic flight to Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
So she wants to bring two check bags, a carry on, and a personal item. And I said, that's too much for you to try to manage through the airport. At LAX, I'm pretty sure you have to take your baggage and take it
Yeah,
from international to
then
domestic.
take it in for domestic.
So um, I told her it might be best to have one check bag, one carry on, like a backpack, and then her pocketbook.
What we did before with me and Forrest, because I don't have a lot of stuff, but there's quite a bit. What we did is I boxed everything up that I want to bring to the US. I got what 3 boxes? We got 3 boxes of the stuff that I want to bring. I mail it to his house in the US. When I came, I only have a backpack.
That's exactly what I told her. That was my third question.
Then
Is
2 months later, it showed up in our mailbox, and it got delivered.
And she never wore a damn thing that she sent.
That's what I'm afraid of too. But you would have to hear about it if you didn't do it. So
I because they got me into garage sailing, so I forgot about the clothes I packed
yeah.
in the Philippines. I never wore it.
But there's some sentimental things that I would say that she wants to send. But I'm afraid of putting stuff that's valuable into that box and then sending it. So I told her like the clothes that she wants to send that she's not
Yeah.
using now, she can go ahead and box them because I'm not worried about her bringing 15 bags. I'm worried about her trying to transition 15 bags
Yes.
hypothetically.
Especially first timer.
Yeah, you
So,
know, with her, she's traveled before. She's been to three different countries, so she
oh
should
yeah,
understand. But she never
no, wait,
she
that's
never
okay.
had that transition period. So between international, domestic, and all that, I think it would be best if she got a box now because, like you
Yeah,
said, it's going to take 3 months to
three
get the
months.
box. To go ahead and box up some of the things that she wants to bring, like we were talking about her Philippine fan.
Yeah. Oh my God. With what Forrest did before, he would say, just leave the clothes that you use all the time and send me all those clothes that you don't use that you want to bring in America and other stuff that you want. And
Yeah,
so that's what I did. 3 boxes. That's all I needed, and did not even did not even wear because in the States you have summer clothes, you have winter clothes. And mostly our clothes in the Philippines are summer clothes.
yeah, that's true.
And and like I said, we went through garage sailing all the time. They got me hooked up to it. So
Did you land at LAX or did you land at San
no,
Francisco?
mine was I have a lot of
You landed
I
at
have I
JFK, didn't you?
no, I have a lot of I my first stopover is in Japan. My port of entry is in Texas.
Texas.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Then from
Dallas.
Texas, Dallas, Texas. No,
Welcome back.
Houston, Texas. Then from Houston, Texas, I flew to Alabama and they picked me up in Alabama. I know Gulfport, not Alabama. Gulfport. So I
So
had
when you land when you came back, you had to collect all your bags and then go through immigration.
I did not have a bag. I only had a backpack.
Oh, that's true.
I was in and out of the airplane.
It's good.
But if I had a bag, because the next time I went back, usually when I travel to the States, I bring one check-in bags for somebody's coffee and all that stuff that he missed from the Philippines. So I don't even bring much clothes because I usually buy my clothes over there.
Coffee,
Coffee,
cigarettes,
yes.
and spaghetti
So
sauce.
pretty much the my one check-in
And
bag
liniment.
is all his stuff. So then I don't bring with me a carry on because for some reason I don't like carry on. I bring me a backpack, and when I get to LAX, I claim my bag. Think you go through security and stuff. Then when you go outside the door, you check in your bag for your domestic flight. Then on to your gate.
Yeah, because I
So
think international would allow two check bags, carry on, personal. But when you go domestic, they only allow one, so you have to pay for the second bag.
That depends. If
yeah,
you book it all as one flight,
yeah,
Yeah.
two,
then you can check both bags back in
yeah,
Okay. So
with
it's
no extra
automatic.
charge.
But
yes,
still, you
Yep.
have to transition all of that from international to domestic, and that's where
yeah.
I'm trying to avoid her having to do that because at LAX it's a 30-40 minute walk.
I've tried that before, James, because there was one time I landed in Georgia because like before I get to New Orleans, I land in Texas, check my bags in again. I know I land in Georgia, then go through immigration and stuff, check my bags in for my next flight. Then I have to ride a train to go to the next building for my flight.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't like bringing carry-ons because of that train ride sometimes. In Japan you experience that too, going to your next terminal and stuff. So I am so forgetful. I will forget that I have a check carry-on bag then. There was one incident when I was coming back to the Philippines. I grabbed the wrong carry-on bag. I know, check-in bag. I landed at Terminal 1. My domestic flight was on Terminal 3. I grabbed the wrong check because it was similar. I did not check my name tags. It's like, oh, I paid 3,000 because I have to pay the inconvenience of the other passenger and that they have to send it to her address. I It's like, oh my god. Like
Yeah.
It's pretty chaotic. I gotta admit, it's
it
pretty.
is when you're
It,
traveling. You have to pay attention.
Personalize your bag. That's the number one thing for travelers is you want to put a ribbon, something special on
Yeah.
your bag so you can
Yep.
identify it instantly.
Because
We've got a big blue and a big pink
it's like
name
most of
tags
the time,
on our
they buy at
on our main
Walmart, and
traffic.
you guys will all have the same luggage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same color.
I got a 4 by 11 inch it's a shiny hologram sticker with my name across it, and I stuck it to it. So it's like reflective everything. So as soon as you see it, it's like, oh, there it is.
It has to be unique.
Yeah, they
Traveling
make
hobo. I
they
go
make
ahead.
ribbons. They make ribbons. They make elastic, and
Yeah.
they make a lot of different ways to customize them.
Because it's so easy to just pick a bag in the conveyor that's not yours.
Wanna-
This one?
Mhm.
You know, when BIR is in the neighborhood, all the sari sari stores are closed. True, because some don't have permits. When you don't have permits,
Yeah, you can open a sorry store without a permit, but
but
when the Bureau of Revenue comes through, they'll shut you down.
yes, you have to have a permit. Traveling Ho, if you go on SSDI, you would get the amount that you would receive at age 67, which is the max. That is true. That is true. If you come to the Philippines and you are good at budgeting, some of us do drink alcohol nor smoke cigarettes. Oh, no kidding. Nor go to bars or clubs. So our budget will be a lot less to
Daddy.
sustain ourselves. Talk about Cigarette budget. Oh my. Cigarette budget and game budget. My groceries are about 400 to 500 a month. Well, there's only the two of them, so that's about right. Electric, we have the same mugman. Damn foreigners can't sleep without AC. Rent is 200, car note is 600 USD, I mean. 100,000 pesos a month income is plenty for most people. That puts you squarely in the upper middle class. That's actually true. McDonald's is now $15 an hour nationwide. Really?
Wow. Gotta give me a job there then. Wow.
I disagree with the 2,500 US bare minimum income. If you rent, say, 380 in a condo in Cebu, groceries 400, Petron 100, eat out 200, go bowling, movies 4 2 15. Well, here in our house, our budget is 18 a month.
Wow.
So 3K USD a month is middle class here, I would think. Shoot, condos in big cities gonna run 600. That's true. Thomas, you forget electric bill, water, drinking water, washing, transportation, insurance, phone. We don't pay for our phone.
And Wi-Fi.
We use prepaid, but we do have Wi-Fi. Movies are about the same price here in the US. We see movie at all the time at Tacloban, tickets about 7. Ooh, your movies are expensive.
Yeah, your movies are expensive.
Ours over here is $5. That's the recliner one already.
You take a family to the movies here, it's $100 easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's with free popcorn and water. If you want to go cheap, it's 180 pesos if you don't
Oh,
want the recliner seat. But if you want to go fancy with the recliner seat, it's 250. Damn, your movies there are expensive, mug. And our mock movie ticket is 900 per person. Wow. What's the seat? Gold? If you got bad health issues, do not come here. Shoot, first day BGC, we got a grab. Dude stop in the middle of the highway, cutting off a car, jump out, force fight him because he gave him the bird. That's road rage. I wanted to record it. You should. That will go viral. But didn't. He was big Philippine. Oh, chicken. We do have casino in California, about 20 of them. My bad, it's 62. Wow, that's a lot. Do you guys give Pops the night off? I don't know. He might be busy or so. He messaged earlier. So if a foreigner has some money in his savings account plus monthly stream of some kind of income and he lives a simple lifestyle, he and his Filipina will live good on 1,500. Yeah. Like I said, ours over here is 18. Thomas, no way, no way. That will get you hurt bad. This is way, way too less money. Mag, because you shop at imported section, like shopping in the US. Unless you're living in a nipa hut on squatters, property eating fish and rice, no air, ay,
if if
forest.
if you get your housing paid for before you go over there and you don't have rent,
That will save you some
your
money.
next biggest expense is going to be electricity.
Of course, you guys can't live without AC.
Yeah, but what's your household AC, or what's your household electric bill?
13.
Around
Thirteen
300.
$300. Golly, that's a lot.
It is. I want it down.
Mine runs about $100 on the highest month. During spring and fall, it runs about $60.
Especially this month, I'm really scared of our power bill this month because I seldom hear our AC turned off. Because he said it's blazing hot in Jensen.
And
So
they calls that
I am
and
so nervous with I am so scared to look at our power bill this month.
and they calls that my little friend.
Oh my goodness. That 1,500 a month can even get a plane ticket home in emergency.
No,
That's true. Mississippi, Tennessee. from Las Vegas. Go. Free healthcare with the VA and PhilHealth is cheap for a Filipina. Electric bill no more than 140 US for condo in Cebu. Water and water bill no more than 45 to 60 bucks. Oh, you guys have our water bill over here I think is 400 pesos.
I would
That's go ahead.
I would guess if you're living in Cebu and you have a condo, you're going to pay a higher price. If you live in the
Yes.
province, if you live in the province and you own your own house, even if you're paying a $300 light bill, electricity bill, your
Mm-hmm.
expenses are still going to be in half of what you would pay in a Manila or a Cebu.
True.
Right.
You know, Hobo lives in the mountains. How much does he spend? Because you can't spend a lot of money if you're not around it.
Hobo, what's your monthly? I think Hobo doesn't use AC over there because he's in a
Cold area.
cold area. I can't come on. My computer is in our bedroom, and if I wake up the baby, I'm toast. The VA is not free healthcare. It's an outpatient clinic. You can get US standards. If it's not service clinic, you won't be seen. That's true. My electric bill 300, sometimes 400. Whoa.
Oh,
Is that
I
AC
can
for one room or the whole house?
We have three.
I just have one. Only when you sleep.
The non-stop one is in our bedroom, obviously.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah.
We've got three of them. There's one in our bedroom, there's one in the girls' bedroom, and there's one in the living room. The
Mm.
one in the living room gets turned on from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
The girls turns on from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Our bedroom round the clock.
Sus.
I would just use the bedroom between like 6 and then have it kick off like before I wake up, like on a timer.
We have a timer in our AC. I time it to where it shuts down around 4 o'clock in the morning because
Yeah,
that gets cool
it
already.
is. It gets
The
cool about
problem
2 to 4.
is
Yeah,
My problem is James. That time, Forrest is still asleep, still awake. So as soon as the AC shuts off and my ass is already asleep, he would turn it back on. And when I wake up in the morning, why is the AC still on? It did not stop. He turned it back on when he turned it. It's like, oh my God, this guy.
Addie, do you have a window aircon or do you have the spread level kind?
Yeah, we have the window, but I want to get the split type because they said it's cheaper on electricity. I'm not sure if that's true.
I have one of those at my place, which is rare because mostly you have central aircon or you have one of the window ones types.
Yeah.
But I'm very, very happy with my spread level here. I mean, the bad thing, it only covers a couple of bedrooms or
yeah.
areas, but I love it. The
I
very
told
expensive.
Forrest, I told Forrest because I wanted to, because our AC is really old. It's like it doesn't have the knot anymore on the timer. So it needs, it's still cold. But I told her I want the split type, one in our bedroom, then replace the one in the living room because I can sell it. Then we drill a hole on our wall and put an exhaust so some of the cold air go to the girls' room.
Oh.
That's what they do over here.
Mahako,
What?
stop and think about that. You're
Wait.
going to have a hole right there,
Uh-huh.
which means if you're screaming and moaning,
Well,
And we can't trust you when you say cold because your level of cold and our level of cold are two different colds.
it's cold, James. That it's really cold.
she can be said, I'm cold, I'm cold. I'm sitting here sweating.
Yeah,
And she's cold.
yeah.
Yeah, just like right now, I know he's sweating. I'm already cold. The fan. It's like we have an AC and we have a fan. It has to have a fan. Forrest can't sleep without his fan.
My kids have to have a fan. They have to have that noise because they've had it since they were little. So regardless of the air temperature, they have to have it.
Oh, okay. My kids also have their AC and the fan. It's like you're ready.
Yeah,
You're really
but
daddy's daughter.
it's like white noise. They just have to
Yeah,
have it for the sound.
something.
Mm.
Yeah, LAX is a pain. 1,500. You have no savings, no Wi-Fi, no cell, no travel, no aircon. Can't even afford a fan. Well, with 1,500, it's kind of like living paycheck to paycheck in the states. If
Okay,
there's really no other income.
you don't need Wi-Fi and you don't need cell phone.
No,
You
I
need,
cannot have. I cannot have. I cannot not have Wi-Fi.
some of those resorts we went to, the nicest ones didn't have but peso Wi-Fi, and you had to be right up. You never had it in your room. You had to go.
Yeah,
So
it's 200 meters on the best the vending one.
like what was it? 20 years ago, we didn't have cell phones. So you're just resorting back to that, and the cell phone itself is a stress because you have to keep checking it. So if you
Yeah,
can cut yourself off from that, you're relieving yourself from a lot of stress.
it's actually nice when you're. But I'm not sure my husband can live without a phone.
Oh yeah, that's his entertainment.
Yes,
But like
especially when he's having a migraines attack that distracts him from the pain.
the first time that I came over for 3 weeks,
Hmm.
we watched nothing on the TV. We never turned the TV on. No, nothing. We would stay out and be doing things, and when we got back to the hotel room, we never even turned the TV on.
Believe it or not, up until now, when we go travel and stay in a hotel, we never use the TV.
Yeah,
We use our phones though.
yeah,
The only time that we have actually watched something in a hotel was when we were stuck there during quarantine.
that's
Yes,
true. You would if you couldn't go out, but I
that
always
was
believe you should
that
live
was two
outside.
weeks
You should always live
quarantine.
outside and not in your house. Your house is just for sleeping.
You know, we've got cable,
Yeah,
but
nobody
nobody
watches
watches
our
it.
TV. It's collecting dust. It's like our kids plays on their phone. My my eldest is crocheting. My youngest is doing basketball and stuff. So nobody watches TV. Anything under 2K is a micro budget. Them people fail here. Well, I guess it depends on your location, Mug, because 2,000 in some places are already huge. You can't afford onions 2 months ago. Whoa, hell! Our onions it went up 600 pesos. My bags are easy. U.S. Army OD green duffel holds up to 75 kilos easy. Vincent, James, you're getting chubby. What the hell, Vincent? Vinsoy, can you confirm what Kenzo said earlier that you're single? He said Vincent is officially single. I want the confirmation on that.
Well, let's find him another one.
Oh my God. And go through that hell again? No, thank you. I'm out. A pack of President Sigs costs 50 pesos, 89 cents. That's a cheap cigarette. I know. Traveling hobo, I'll sell you one. 39 pesos a pack. You pay the shipping.
I don't. I don't think that someone from the U.S. can live on a Philippine budget. But I know when Edna was working overseas, she was sending back like 400 US, and her family was living on that plus building their house.
Yeah, because like I said, it really depends on your location.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
If you're in Manila area, 400 a month, that's not gonna cut it.
you hit the
yeah,
nail right
true.
here on the head. Living on a Philippine budget. My
I think
wife, my wife can eat fish 7 days a week.
Yeah,
I've got to have red meat.
See, you guys are the one that's very excited. It's like every time Forrest goes with me shopping, oh my God, budget goes out the window.
but you know, like they're working, and they're making $6 a day. We can stop at the gas station on the way to work and buy a biscuit and a drink, and that's over $6
Right.
just to go to work.
Yep,
So the amount of money is totally different.
it is huge difference. Mugman, shoot movies here. You have to pay for water. 80 pesos a water. Holy smokes. Popcorn is a bucket for 300. Drinks are like 180, but whenever we're in Tacloban. That's very expensive.
Expensive, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, over here 250, that's free water and popcorn already. Unless you want to upgrade your popcorn because they give you the little itty bitty one.
What's a large popcorn in the movies here? Like $10? Wouldn't that be like 2,000 peso?
Here, no,
No,
2000
just
upgrade.
in
500.
US. In US, it would be $10. So $10 would be
500.
500
You
peso.
watch a movie with my girls, Forrest and I, and two of our staff. That cost me around 13. That's with popcorn and water.
1,300 pesos.
Yeah, upgraded to the big bucket of popcorn because my daughter wants the big one. So 1300
And
for
that
seven.
was two burgers for me, a candy bar for my youngest daughter, or my
Yeah.
middle daughter,
So
and upgraded to three big popcorns.
mhm.
Or we bought three big popcorns. We got all the small popcorn.
Addie don't have the mom purse that you put all that stuff in before you go.
No, I don't.
And then I had a blue lemonade because I don't care for water.
You have to have the water with the was it calamansi?
He does drink water now, but for some reason that went out of route because I thought it's like that was part of my fault too because I forgot to buy the water. He drinks the flavored one to start until he gets used to it, and I keep forgetting buying it because he drinks a bottle a day. But
Okay,
you
I'm
know
the
what?
same way. I'm the same way. I've never drank water. It's coffee or tea. But when I was in the Philippines, I would put the calamansi down into the liter of water and then put it in the refrigerator, and then I would cycle them through like that. I always had to have some kind of, which is not bad for you. It's vitamin C,
Yeah,
but that's the only way I could drink the water because I've never been a big water drinker. And even now, I buy lime and lemon and squirt it in there, and but it's not the sugar, nothing. It's just lime and water.
it's like that's the only way you can have him drink water. Put something in it.
Yeah,
Tea,
but
coffee.
Yeah. No, I mean the flavored one, but
Or the
they have
flavored
they
waters,
have
I'll
the
drink those.
they have the lychee one and stuff. Cucumber.
yeah, cucumber's good.
Yeah.
Cucumber's actually not bad.
It's good
If you
for you.
mean
It has a
having
lot of vitamins in it.
yeah. If you mean having a house built for you, do not do that unless you're on the job site. The whole time you're gonna pay for a house, but it's just the bones. You have to pay for each electric, each water. It really depends. It comes in a package over here. So I learned that the hard way because usually when I have a project done at the store, I usually pay them daily. But that usually gets me screwed up. Just like that one last store that we have built, they quote me for 500 bucks labor for 1 week, and I said no. That it's like you can get it done for because I was computing it how many of them. I was like that will only cost me like uh 13,000 if they get it done for 1 week. But those guys, they take their sweet time. The 1 week job took a month to finish, and I paid more because I paid them daily. So Forrest said, on our next project, take the package deal, not the daily daily pay.
Well, on the package deal, you have to be careful because then they're going to rush things. So you have an advantage to each one. Whenever you pay daily, they're going to go slow. So it's going to
Yes,
take longer. If you pay for the package deal, they're going to go fast so they get the most money. And
that's how they
there's
make their money.
they say you can have it cheap, fast, or good, but you can't have all three. Pick two.
Oh my goodness. That's really it's like constructions over here is very dirty when it comes to paying the workers. It's like oh my god,
Yeah.
they see dollar signs because he's there all the time. Cost me more. A lot of drama in Dumaguete between bloggers. Oh my gosh.
We were going to go to Dumaguete last time we went because we're on the same island. The college just the opposite. You have Oriental and Occidental. We were going to go to Dumaguete, but we decided we were just going to stay in Cipolai, which is right in the middle. You know, there is a lot of vloggers in Dumaguete.
A lot. Cabinets, all the extras are just that extras. Even driveway is extra. If you ain't there, they will rob you. Yeah, I've experienced that. Our electric bill is usually around six. Oh my God, sana all 1,600 pesos.
What?
Do you have AC? Traveling? I probably don't have AC.
Oh,
No AC
no,
needed.
that's cheap, right?
Yeah, 1,600 pesos, like $30.
Yeah, I think Edna's is 21.
That's
Sus,
the norm, right?
when
But
will be the day I can pay that kind of
20,
electric bill?
21 is three fans, two light bulbs, um, and a ref.
Mm. We got a freezer too, so somebody he wants his meat. Doma is what's that?
Epstein Island.
No, no AC needed, but a heater would be
Oh my gosh.
built you a fireplace, traveling hobo.
Hobo,
You know,
you need to snuggle, save
where
body heat.
like where traveling hobo is at right now, it's kind of like Baguio weather.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. If I live on Baguio, I wouldn't need AC at all. Just open window and maybe a fan. Yep. Not feeling well, have a massive headache, but listening. Get well soon, pops. I have one AC. It's 1.5 HP in their bedroom. I have one power saver fridge. Then skinny, middle size, ones, two fans. That's it.
Yeah.
Of
Her
course.
fridge is also small. It's one of the little fridges that's not like a US size.
Yeah,
Mine we have
we've got
the
the
small.
small Filipino style fridge,
Yeah.
Yes.
but I've also got a deep freeze
Yeah.
Chest type.
because we buy our meat by the week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
Dino
And
burger.
those little
yes,
bit of Filipino fridge,
don't fit.
you can't put all the meat in there and get it to freeze.
Because what
Yeah.
we what we're used to, we buy our food as we eat. Like every meal we buy.
Yeah.
I've learned that in the states. In the states, you guys buy bi-weekly or weekly or monthly.
Well,
So
that's the whole point of the Sari store. They will get paid daily and then take what money they make and buy a little sample size of everything at the Sari store, go home, and then the next day do the same thing.
yep, it's the same. It's like that in our store. Like it's like they did not realize that's more expensive.
Yeah,
But
it is. But you have to have a savings to get out of that, and they never have a savings to buy
no,
bulk.
but they also have to go by how much money they get every day too, James. It's
Yeah,
like they have that budget for 1 week and go shop. They really don't have that.
yeah.
Most of them.
You buy
My
one
mother,
egg. You buy
yeah,
one egg. You buy a sachet of shampoo, two cigarettes.
conditioner.
Just like, what do you need?
Yep. My mother-in-law lives higher in the mountains. It gets so cold in the morning. You can see your breath. Plus, they don't have electric, which means no heat. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, power saver shower. Forgot that. Wow, Mug has to have a shower. No, we use tabo over here.
There,
We have
there
a little
actually,
itty bitty shower, but
there's actually health benefits in taking a cold shower.
no, I
There,
boil me some water.
there is.
That's one thing the United States has spoiled me. Hot water. So over here, I still boil my water.
We
When I
boil
take a bath,
we boil the water in the pan, we take it into the bathroom, fill the bucket up about halfway,
makes it.
put in about a quarter of the bucket, and then turn
Do
the
the
tap
tabo.
on. Once it gets full, dip, dip, dip until it gets down to the right temperature. Then I shut it off and I take my shower.
Yeah.
I refuse to put a hot and cold shower over here because, good Lord, what would be my power bill if we have
If
that?
if we build a place, we're gonna definitely have like a solar system set up on the roof to where it heats the water through a
Yeah.
black pipe, and then that way you have that water you pump that water on your roof every day, and then you use the water that night before it gets cool. So I would not have a hot water heater.
Brother Jess, do you use the bucket when you take a bath here?
N-
Or you stay all
n-
the time in a hotel so you have hot and cold?
Pretty much, yeah. When I say I said a condo, so
So they got hot and cold.
yeah, it works out really nice. I mean, when I went to the province, there was an issue. There's no water from, I believe, 7 a.m. until uh-oh. Uh, from what
I
time was
heard
it? 8 a.m. 5 to 11, according to the wife. I don't remember water pouring out before
that
7
in
p.m.
Davao?
in Mental, outside
Yeah.
of
Huh.
well, that was tough. That was tough, but we did install a water heater. So at least the water was a little bit warm.
That's one thing Americans cannot live without. Their AC and their hot and cold.
We did have a nice unit in the bedroom, and
Mm.
but the house itself, I thought it was in hell. Oh, never mind. It's beautiful. I like it.
Mugman, your lifestyle is different than others. Condos in IT Park for long-term rentals are around $385 per month. Mugman, you might have poor health, but not everyone. True.
Delicious.
Laughing my ass, 380 a month in IT Park. Where? Please tell me where. I live there. Cheapest in IT long-term is 450 USD, unfurnished. I want to move either Tagum or Davao, where it is a lot warmer until we get our house. So you just want McDonald's nearby. That's that's the thing. My health is great, laughing my ass. I don't have problems except I put on weight. I'm 43, but if you do not have health insurance and you're over 40, you're wrong. Mugman, your car payment, you said 600 per month in the Philippines. Other cars, note be zero because they might pay cash for their. Ours is around 450 a month. Ours is
U.S.
450. Yes.
But
Wow.
that's why I'm saying you limit your expenses, and
Yes,
you buy
you
you
really.
while me and Edna are both here working, we would pay for the house, we would pay for the car, we would pay for the motorbike, and we would have all the large purchases already paid for before we leave. So
Yeah.
when we get there, we can take our income that's coming in here, and we can live on it there for a less amount. And
Yeah,
then
Actually, James, if I was you, I would save up the money for the car.
yeah.
I would save up the money for the motorbikes, the tricycles, the tuk-tuks, whatever you want,
yeah,
and purchase them when you move over here. Like
yeah,
the guy said, pay cash for them.
yeah,
First of all, you'll get them cheaper.
yeah,
Second of all, you're not coming over into a 5-year-old car that's been sitting around doing nothing,
yeah, yeah,
or
they'll depreciate. Yeah,
or your parents-in-laws have been running the crap out of it.
yeah,
True. And over here,
I mean, just
it's
saying.
like
yeah.
over here
I'm just saying.
when you do credit over here, don't do it all at once. It will get you broke.
Yeah.
My,
Yeah, those big expenses though, you want to have them paid for in cash and have them accounted for in your so that your monthly budget is not in that. You can have a small amount of 5% or whatever set aside every month so that you can have a maintenance or a whatever fee for that. Like, do you have registration every year?
Yes.
So, you'd have to have a certain amount of your budget set up to account for that. But you don't want to be making that house payment and that car payment and that motorbike payment and that
Yep.
Netflix payment. You don't want to have
That
all those
will get
payments.
you broke.
My wife wants to get a car when we go back in January. There in Mental. She can't even drive. Wishful thinking, I guess.
Hey, I know how to drive.
Hmm. She can't
I
drive. She can't drive yet. I mean,
That reaction was
trying my
so
best.
priceless.
Oh my God, I'm trying my best.
I am. I did my best.
She
I'm
don't drive
after.
in the Philippines.
I would,
I don't know about her. I mean, I none of her family members know how to drive a car.
Hey, they know.
So Why do you need a car for?
I would
Brother
not
just
He
drive.
knows how to drive.
brother just use MRT.
I would not drive in the city. I would never drive
Really?
in the city.
Why?
Well, see, that's the
Around
whole reason.
the province
That's
is
the whole
fine.
reason I'm getting a tuk-tuk. Okay, because first of all, a tuk-tuk is small enough I can get around in it. It's big enough that I actually fit in it,
Yeah.
and I will actually be able to learn how to drive in the city with something that if it winds up getting totaled, we're not out a whole lot of money.
Yeah, is that the one where you sit in the front and you have the
Yes.
bench behind
Yep.
you?
That's
Yeah,
the one.
the sidecar is hard, because you have the sidecar. But if you're sitting there and then the bench is behind you and you're
Yeah.
driving, that's a lot better, and it's all
That's the
covered.
tuk tuk. Yeah, that's the tuk tuk.
Those are a lot nicer. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
get that.
it's all covered. I mean, our monthly on it's going to be like $150 a month.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah, our
I mean,
only debt over here is my
full
car.
full coverage insurance on it's only like $250 a year.
yeah, that's good.
Comprehensive.
You know, that's full coverage, $250 a year.
I can just imagine if I bought one and put my kids in there when Edna got here, I'd be like, "We're going to the store, getting the tuk tuk."
Oh.
I mean, how dangerous is getting a little motorcycle? A nice little, maybe a 300cc motorcycle. How hard is that to drive there?
No.
300cc, that's fast.
They're like 150,
Oh,
125 over
Usually
there.
motorcycles, that's kind of like more like a big bike.
Yeah,
300cc.
because I told the wife, why don't you get one of those instead of
But
a car?
usually over here, motorcycles around 150cc.
Too
yeah.
dangerous.
125 to
155.
150.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The ones you like, I like the NMAX motorcycle has a big butt. I really like that one. That's 155. But Forrest won't let me have it.
I told you you could have it or the down payment for your car. You chose the down payment for your car.
Yes.
Okay? Because his main reason is a four-wheeler can get into an accident. What more me to? I already got into an accident with my vehicle.
I I think we need to get a tut tut, and since we're gonna have a farm, we need a K truck.
Tuk tuk is what it's like. That's what Forrest wants to drive because we go to the store every night to like early enough that we can help around and do the cash count and stuff. And that's what he wants to drive when we go up to the store. I was like, oh, what
Is
a
your
downgrade.
is your truck? Is it one of the K trucks? The
My
flat?
vehicle,
Yeah, the truck, the Tonka truck.
that's the
No, it's not tough to get them. They'll run you about three to
Is it
four
a
grand.
what a Risco or
no, mine is ASPS. That's the company here where I got it from. Suzuki.
I know some of them. They're little trucks, and I seen a video of the back side of it when the kids were getting in it. But don't they have dumps on them too?
No,
Some of them do, but most of
most
them don't.
don't. That's my hauling truck.
Hmm.
If it's not raining, but if it's raining, my other car.
Guys, I'm
Mama,
heading on out. Thank you very much. Love talking to all of you guys. Hopefully, we'll do that again next week.
thank you, brother Jess. I'm just gonna go through these messages and
Read
maybe
it.
we'll wrap this up too. Oh
Yeah,
my
read
god,
the comments, and we'll get out of here.
because they might have tampo that I don't read all their comments, so I'll go through it.
Re-
Thank you, brother Jess. I hope to see you next time. Where am I? Okay. What? No Wi-Fi or cell phone? Oh, that's not happening. Yes, you need a Wi-Fi to do anything here. Thomas, in the 1500 budget, you can't get a car, let alone pay the gas or diesel to use it. Magman, you must be an old man that does not know how to manage your money. No fighting, no road rage here. 15 barely minimum. Get you hurt. Like I said, it's still a no. It's still like Mike is saying, Mug is young, so it's got a different taste on things. Us, I'm not gonna say I'm old. I'm not old, but it's like each person has its own different taste. It depends what
A
it
lot depends upon exactly where you're living at,
is.
what your rent's going to cost, what your utilities are going to cost. Because, I mean, we've got neighbors that only pay 50, $60 a month in utilities. We pay $300 to $400 a month.
Yeah.
You know,
That's because you use the AC so much. That's why. When he wasn't here before, I don't pay that much money for 23 years now. Wow. We live here in Germany. We just came from Hawaii, had stopovers to Seattle and Detroit. I could relate to most of your discussions here. I would say to be married and stay long together with a Filipina, the foreigner must have a lot of understanding because our cultures and traditions are a lot different from other countries. There's a saying here in Germany, if you marry a Filipina, you marry the whole family. That is actually true. Haha, 43. Okay. 1,500 budget coming here to live is ignorant. Oh, they're fighting now. Damn, here we go in the red corner. There you go. Mike, you're the referee.
In each state, and fourth, you can say this: Mississippi, maybe Tennessee. So there's some states that are cheaper to live in. If I was going to live in Chicago or Miami or Los Angeles or New York,
Those are
you're going to have to
expensive
make
things.
3 to 4 times as much.
Yes.
And where we're living now, and it's the same in the Philippines. Anytime you live in a different part of the Philippines, you're going to pay a different amount, and it all depends on what makes you comfortable.
It's like if you live in a tourist spot area like Cebu,
Yeah, yeah,
your expenses are high.
and it depends if you're going to eat out every day,
That
because
is true
you can
too.
go we can go to the open market and buy our stuff, or you can go to the grocery store and you pay twice as much.
So what? Oh, we know forests don't eat fish. Same here, forests. We ain't chunky because of fish. Oh my God. Egg mug don't eat seafood. Why? Here in the mountains, I consider cheese whiz a healthy
Oh
food.
no!
Poor traveling hobo. Adin Forrest said their budget is 18 and that includes three
Yeah,
daughters. So five persons. Well, three daughters, two staff,
and
and a
and a
dogs,
brother.
brother.
And a brother. My
and
brother cooks
dogs.
for us. And dogs. So Mugman, are you talking disrespectful? Well, Mugman is in a different area than we do. Jensen is a cheap area to live in. Davao is a different city. Davao is a little high-rise city. So it's also different over there. So it varies where you live. Just like James's example in the States, if you live in California, Chicago, New York, those are, you know, expensive states. If you live in Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, down south, it's a little it's much cheaper to
If you live in Alaska, it's actually cheaper to live in Alaska.
wait, I think they're more expensive
No,
there.
they're actually
Only
cheaper.
only the air conditioning bill.
Oh boy.
Well, no, they're actually cheap. I mean, the things cost a little bit more there, but it's a cheaper cost of living because, first of all, not many people are looking to go to Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
So
as long as you don't
you're
buy, they have to import everything. I'm pretty sure, like certain areas, they actually have to have everything flown in.
But when
right.
you file for the petition, Alaska and Hawaii actually has a different poverty line.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Theirs is a lot higher than the 48 states. How much they said their basic expenses are 1,800. Basic living, not all their living. Yeah, that's true too. Because that's, well, our other expenses are not monthly. So just like the girls' tuition, we pay that. That's not a monthly thing, you know. That the 1,800 is the month to month expenses that we
That's
spend.
basically rent, utilities,
Groceries,
groceries,
gas,
gas, and
internet. Ay,
well,
including utilities na.
I
Grocery,
include
that's about
internet
it. That's
on
about it.
utilities and wages, staff
Yeah, wages,
wages.
staff wages. Hi all, hi all. Hey Howard. Guaranteed they run through all their expenses they spend. Dang. No, not even 3K a month to Mugman.
Mm,
So there are months like that, but not all. Haha, hobo. JD, seltzer, and ice. What's that?
Jack Daniels.
Oh,
Jack Daniels, seltzer, and ice.
wow. You drinking now, Gary? I have a friend, it happened 21 years ago. She was sent home that she worked, admitted that she worked. Can she still be granted to visit USA? I have a friend, happened 21 years ago. She was sent home that she worked, admitted, oh,
Basically, she came over on a tourist visa
and
21
worked.
years ago and worked. She admitted that she worked and got sent home.
So
Well, they're going to ask on the application
included,
if she's ever been to the U.S., and that's where they're going to get their information from.
they will see that on record.
Yeah.
More than likely, she's not going to be able to come back to the U.S.
Well, if she's not banned,
Yeah.
she's only deported, and that's 21 years. It really, you can try, you know. Oh, these two are still not done. Come up. Ask Mug what he said 400. I'm gonna skip those two. Last time me and Mrs. Hobo snuggled, baby Hobo showed up. Well,
You have to figure out how that works.
oh boy. Plus them construction, they want you to feed them daily. That is true, Mike. Free. It's supposed to be not free meal. I wish it was 30 a month, Mugman, and I will be sweating balls. We have full size fridge, but we have to travel 2 hours one way to go grocery shopping, so I can eat. And no fast food here. Yeah, the closest is Tagum City for traveling hobo. Yeah, our grocery store 45 minutes to 1 hour. Oh, they are very far. When I first got here, I took one cold shower before I started boiling the water. Screw that. James
Now,
did.
now with hobo and it being cold there, I would definitely boil the water. But I'm telling you, after a day or two at her house and being so hot and sweating, I was ready to pour cold water on myself.
Yeah.
but you're not allowed to as soon as you get home.
I know, 15 minutes. I remind Edna.
So that's something that we inherited with
Superstition.
peso. Yeah, 1 way peso, two people. Huh? You have groceries. It's 250 coming back. Wow. I will say water is very cheap here. Drinking water is like 3 gallons for 25 pesos. That's how much we pay too. Thumbs up, done. Thank you, Gary. Did your car loan? Did you get your car loan in the Philippines or in the U.S.? Philippines. James, you better not do that. That is bad. You show up, it's all gonna be junk. Show up and buy it, and it won't be in your name. The vehicle? The vehicle can be in the foreigner's name.
Well, but what he's saying is when James said, buy their get their house built,
Oh,
buy their cars and stuff, and then move over, just like I told James, I would save the money for the car,
mm-hmm.
save the money for your bikes and stuff, and buy them when you come over. Otherwise, by the time you get here, your family is going to have run the piss out of them, and
True.
Well, Edna and I would probably use our vacation and go over there, and it would probably be somewhere close to where her family lives, like her brother or something, and that way they could kind of look at it and make sure. But we would go over during our vacation and pick out a piece of land. We're not going to just do it blindly from a picture. So we would go over there. We might pick out a piece of land, and then the next year that land could sit there, and the next year we may go over the next year and then look at doing something. It'll be progressive over like the next 10 years or so.
Yeah. Let's go. Oh, next. Ay, wala. That's what I'm doing, saving my money so I can pay cash for what I need when I get there. I got my car loan through Ford with RCBC Bank. Car loans sucks here. They're 30% to 55% LTV. I will show a complete walkthrough video on buying a vehicle in a vlog, showing the prices, a breakdown. That, that's a lot of That's a lot of I think mine is not like that.
I think yours is 23% interest,
Yeah.
Ooh.
which is still fairly high. I mean, in the States, you can get cars down to 0.9% interest.
Well, but since they raised interest rates here, I have an 800 credit score, and mine was 6%.
Wow.
10%?
Yeah,
Six,
it
six.
depends on your
6?
credit score on
Yeah.
what interest they put you on. If you
Oh
have
yeah,
low
yeah,
credit score, you'll
yeah.
definitely get a high percentage.
I think this other girl, she got a car, and it was the car value was like $1,000 more, but her credit was really bad, and it was like double digits. It
Wow.
was like 12, 13%, 14% interest, something like that,
Yeah.
and the payment was like 50% more than my payment.
Wow. What's your channel, Mugman? Mugman vlog. Now I did see someone say if you have the Air Force Bank, not the USSA one, they will give you a loan for a vehicle here, but you have to have bank in good standing for. Yes, as like I've joined a group, all veterans. They usually do that. Like the bank sends the money here and they pay cash on the vehicle. This is my channel, Mugman. You've been there, Gary. Oh, driving the city is not that bad because the speeds are so slow. Depends which part of the Philippines you're at. If you go to Tagum, we take a white public van for 150 pesos each one way. So that's about 3 hours away. We have been using the same taxi driver for months. Cost 3,000 pesos one way.
I do
Same
know
thing.
I do know if you take the buses, it is fairly cheap to go one place to another around the Philippines as long as you take the public transportation. Um, the the taxi is the most expensive, and the jeepneys are even cheap.
But you don't like our drivers over here. You said they're nasty.
Oh, it gives me anxiety.
Oh boy. Mike said motorcycles are death traps. Yeah, a van from us into the clone runs 500 pesos for both with one bag each. If you want the bags to sit in a seat, it runs. Oh, cool. One way. Added you, Mugman. Wow. Yeah, bikes here are scooters in the US. Thanks. I rented a car while in Tagum. City driving is a damn chore and a half. No traffic lights, no stop signs. Well, well, we do have traffic lights, but stop signs very seldom.
Mogman, she says we have traffic lights. 90% of the time,
They're
they
not
don't work.
working.
They're
So
optional.
whoever gets in across got the right of way.
But I do know if you're over 5'10" and over 200, you're not going to have fun on a jeepney.
Really?
You're like
Oh, it will be. You'll be docking. Yeah, but
the bar that runs over touches your head, and
oh,
every bump is like,
before when we didn't have a car, we used to get a tricycle,
yeah,
like
the same,
a
same,
hair like that.
yeah,
A hair.
I would literally have to ride with
He
my
would.
head sticking
Yeah.
out the
yeah.
side on the older
They're
tricycles.
not
Now, the
they're
newer tricycles have a little bit of headroom in there,
Mhm.
but
yeah,
not a whole lot.
yeah,
But
they're
the
not
old
designed. Yeah,
But motorcycles have scratched the side of my car and kept going. Whoa!
yeah,
I would speed up. Through baggage is extra. When driving in the Philippines, you absolutely have to be 100% engaged and focused.
yeah.
And
Yep.
road rage. Car rental is 25 pesos. Self drive per day for a driver. Yes, that's pretty much it. Plus, you pay the gas. Yes, Gary, driving here for 2 3 hours, you're tired as all hell. Oh, oh.
You're tired as all hell.
They are selling trikes in Tagum for 189 pesos, and I want one. That's actually no. That's probably the smaller one because with tuk tuk they have the regular size and they have the maxima, the bigger size.
It
So it
needs to
depends.
trade the submarine for a yellow bus.
He already sold it.
It needs to have a bus for all those kids and everything.
Ade, your car note alone brings your budget over 15 a month. I get it from a different source of income, not on our regular one. So our budget is actually not touched for my car payment. But if I don't meet that, I get it from Forrest Wayne's money. He pays for it. Waiting backstage. Well, Allah, I don't see you, CEO. It's just James that I'm seeing. Not sure why. Until you know, just don't know. True. Be careful with that open market. Adi, Chicago, LA, New York ain't stay. Well, you know what I mean, Mugman. Don't be a smart ass.
New York is to a state.
I told it's
Chicago is in Illinois.
yeah. I always well, if you
But New
are
York is a state.
if you are strung out of drug, you can live for cheap in San Francisco. Oh, Alaska can be very expensive. It all depends on what you buy. Alaska will also pay you to live there. Really?
Hmm.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I can't even just the AC. What more with snow? No.
They have bad mosquitoes, I heard, in the springtime when
The
it
only
finally gets warm.
advantage, the only advantage living in Alaska is I will have free halo halo all year long.
The yellow snow.
Hobo is
No, you don't eat the yellow snow where the Alaskan husky
oh boy.
goes.
Hello, hello, Srrv. No drinking now. I'm too old for it. That's what that was back in the day. Aww. I watch your videos about updated requirements to travel to the Philippines. Thank you so much. With your car payment, visa expenses, school expenses. I don't have we don't luckily we don't have visa expenses anymore. School expenses, yeah, they're all expenses that weren't added in.
How much is regular school if you don't do private? Because I know you still pay, right? For
Public
public
school
school.
here, usually $30 a year. You don't really pay. I think mostly you pay our projects and stuff, but tuition, not really.
So it's really not that much money for it's
No,
it's
for
kind of like when you spend $200 to send your kid to school with all the school supplies.
so that yeah. So public school are cheap. Thank you for the answer. He said if you're leaving over 1,500, you are mismanaging your budget. Ah, okay. 1,800 plus extra, extra, extra. But that's it's kind of like that's 80% of not even 80, 90% of your budget here. 10% are miscellaneous.
Well, if you have 1,500 and you're spending 400 on just electricity, then that's 1,100. And then if you take 100 per week for food, that's 400. And then so you have 600 for everything else. As long as you don't have a house payment, you should be fine with
Yeah,
600 extra.
we can't wait for that. Not having like I really want a property that we can have a garden, we can have livestock. Like all you go to the store with is shampoo, soap, and all. But with your food and everything, it's just within reach.
I mean,
So
we want a property basically that we can have chickens, we can have
yeah,
pigs, we can have goats. I can even put a cow or two on there.
yeah,
You know, when it gets up big enough, slaughter it, put it in the freezer.
yeah.
Yeah, I had eggplant and eggs for breakfast, and it all come from outside.
Oh, you like that? Oh, over there?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
I had an eggplant. I have squash,
I can
zucchini.
imagine now, James, when Edna gets there, your garden will be doubled up or tripled.
Yeah, you'll have to check out the picture on
are,
Facebook
are
because
you
I
still
posted it.
uploading on
I
your
posted
blog?
I posted the updated pictures of the garden on Facebook.
Oh, okay. I know it works up at least age 81. Just ask Al Pacino. Oh. I don't drink, smoke, or do drugs. Just eat, right?
Yeah.
I need at least 3K to survive in Manila. My budget was always 50 pesos a day after renting my Airbnb. Went over my daily constantly. 50 that's you can
$50 a day.
Oh, it was like 50 pesos a day in Manila. Wow. Do not build a house here without you present. Yeah, I know. The vehicle is 1.5 mil. We put 218 down in payment is that's still high on the payment. Well, it's a truck. So, buses take forever. I'm not sitting in a crowded white van for 3 hours. Taxi is best for me. Sus. Now, load of other places when getting a new vehicle, we want something 400K down. That's usual. Usually over here, it's 20% from the selling price. Still love the Philippines. Can't wait to return. Yeah, I got two traffic lights in Maasin. Over here, we have one, two, three, four. I think we only have four. Only one is working. No, five, and one is only working. It's like, hello, Adi. Kumusta po? Hey, Junior. Hello, hello. Adi, if you only have 1,500 a month, you can't say other expenses are not in that 15 a month. It's
Going on
monthly.
about the budget.
Other expenses are not monthly. You have to pay for projects and uniforms. True. For the public school because over
Yeah.
here we do have school uniforms. So can you picture Addy on a dog sled going to the store looking like midget Eskimo? Oh my god. Magman, no one really stays in their budget. I agree, especially this one.
Sus!
School here can be expensive too with the extras. If you go private, yeah. Good evening to you all. Hello, Ian. I think I'm almost done, James. Addy 15 is only a month. Thomas was saying you had. So saying this that month and that this month he can still couldn't do 1,500 only each month. I don't know with your fight. Where can I extend my free visa? Is it just Manila? There is an office of foreign affairs in a Robinson Mall where they can get extend my free visa. Free visa? You get
What
the free visa when you arrive in the Philippines.
what he's saying is where can he extend it at? You can extend it at almost any
Bureau of Immigration.
Bureau of Immigration office.
I am almost.
And I believe that that's what you're talking about when you're saying the Office of Foreign Affairs is a BOI office.
Force and Eddie need to move out here to Leyte or oh no. I love Jensen. Baby. Had a baby at age of I've seen that on the news. The man still got it. You gotta get oh my god, that's zucchini and what's the other
Yellow
one?
squash.
Squash?
Yellow
What?
squash.
Yeah.
I know Forrest probably misses this.
He doesn't eat vegetables.
No okra?
No.
Fried
Green
okra.
beans. Green beans, yeah. Fried okra, yeah.
Yeah.
His lettuce, yeah. Cucumber, yeah.
Green beans, no.
Sus.
I love asparagus.
Yeah, asparagus. We do have
You
that over here.
you roast it on
Asparagus.
the grill?
No,
I
asparagus wrapped in bacon, so it's
Oh,
not so healthy.
wrap it in bacon and then roast it on the grill. It's really good.
yeah.
What I do it at home is I fry them in a butter. It's
Mm-hmm.
really good.
Yeah.
Addy, we call it creative financing. There you go. There's a funny story for that. I was driving home from grocery store, then I stopped to give way other driver as a courtesy. Oh my god, don't do that. Drivers laugh at me instead of saying thank you. Now I use they drive. In the Philippines, especially in Manila, street signs are just a street decoration. You don't give way over here because if you give way, you're never gonna go. You can plan a budget, but it will always change. No one can stay exactly on budget. If you only make 15 a month, then think that's your max budget, you're gonna hurt yourself. That is very true.
Yeah,
You
that's that,
ours is 1,800, but with extras for emergencies and all that. You
yeah,
know.
you have to budget a savings, a certain percentage to go into savings every
Yeah.
month. And and you're going to eat into that every once in a while, but you're 75% of the time you should be have money going into that savings instead of all coming out. Like if you're bringing in 18, you can put a budget for 15, but you
Yeah,
can't budget 15 if you only make 15. You have to budget
true.
12.
That's like suicide.
Yeah,
There are zero stop signs or traffic lights here. We rely solely on prayers. That's funny. Medical, travel, emergency finances, ticket home if needed. See, this is how we do it, Mug. When we plan on travel, when we plan on traveling, we save for it. Like for example, we plan on going back to the States next year for a party of five. From now on till the day we fly, I'll start saving for it. We don't buy it outright because that's a
you said
no no.
family of five,
Did I say family of five? Me, you, and the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so is that
That
going to be
way.
like 10 grand?
Yes. 10 grand easy
Yeah.
for
And that's just the plane tickets back
yeah.
and forth.
That's
I
just the
know.
plane ticket. Domestic flight is not included in there. Plus our stay in the U.S.
Yeah.
wherever we go. So
We're looking at probably trying to have about 30 to 40,000 saved.
yes, before we go there. So that's a lot of savings, and that's a long savings. So we have to. We always like just like when I want something, I don't buy it outright, even if we have the money for it. I save for it, then I buy. Because you'll never know emergency situation. You spend all your money, then comes emergency, you don't have money. We've been there, done that. That happening. Noted. Thank you guys. I'm just making sure because the Manila Bureau of Immigration is crowded, and so I was looking for. Yes, you can do that in other. Junior, go. Junior, where you at? Junior, take a bus to Angeles and get it there or outside. We don't even know where he's at. BGC SM Aurora is pretty good.
Mahako, he just said, because the Manila Bureau of
Oh,
Immigration,
you can do it in Makati, BGC. I think the Makati area Bureau of Immigration is there's not much crowd over there at all. Addie, when we plan to go anywhere on vacation, we have to do a 3 month rule, which is fine. Which is really like I do that. Say it first. That's like for example, I have to save it for a year. First, when I save up enough for ticket, I buy the ticket. Then the last one to save is your stay in the U.S. Ticket is the priority because they get expensive as it gets close to the date you want to go. You know,
Yeah, it's true. If you book a year in advance, it's fairly cheap.
cheaper. So second month hotel save 500. Yeah, that's that's usually what we do. We do. I know we have a timeline to save and not just empty what we have. That's I am caught up. 3 hours and 40 minutes. Whew. Magman, stop typing.
I do have one last question before we go.
Sure.
The CFO,
Mm-hmm.
we were looking at everything to try to be advanced. Can she take? I think it's online now. Can she
Mm-hmm.
take the CFO class so that way when she gets her visa stamped, she's already good to go?
She has to have the visa before she can take the CFO.
So, so is that only in Manila, or is there other areas that you can get that?
Just in Manila.
but she needs to call them beforehand because right now, from what I understand, they're doing most of their stuff online.
Yeah, and the interview is via phone.
Well,
So she may not have to go up to Manila to take the
Yes.
CFO.
with her leaving the country three times now, it shouldn't be that hard for her to do the class. You know, anybody that's left the country
Before
3 times, she
my
should be able.
time before was face to face, but because of the pandemic, they stopped that. And just like Macy is the one that just recently had it.
Yeah.
She had it over the phone, but you have to make an appointment and do all the paperwork and stuff.
Well, that's why I'm wondering why they can't just do it and then they'll send her a certificate saying that she's had the class. Yeah, I
No,
don't
because
understand. I don't understand why she has to have a
yeah,
purpose for leaving.
with Macy before she had to have her visa on hand before she can do the CFO.
Because you have to pay for it, right?
Then they will send the certificate.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she get it. You print the certificate. They will send you the certificate and you print it out.
So even when she gets her visa, it's still going to be a week or so. I'm just
I
trying to
think,
see when she gets
yeah.
her stamp. When she gets her stamp, can I go ahead and buy a ticket for 2 weeks later? Because
The
if you,
visa, when she gets her visa.
well, when she gets her visa stamped on her passport, it takes a week for them to deliver it. Correct?
Yes, usually.
Okay.
Because they do Air 21 on that.
The cheapest flights are 1 month out.
Hmm.
Say 5 weeks. That's when the plane ticket prices get cheaper.
Yeah.
If you try to book for tomorrow or for next week, they're fairly expensive. But if you book 2 weeks out, they're a little bit of a break. But the real break is 5 weeks out. So if she goes in for her interview and she gets the stamp, I can go ahead and buy the ticket. But what date should I buy it for?
I would definitely buy it for the 5 weeks out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking.
That
That
way she's got a lot more time with the CFO and everything.
yeah,
That
because
way, if there is a hang up on getting her passport
Yeah,
back
there's
to
a
her and it
hiccup.
takes a week and a half, you're
Yeah.
not winding up scrambling.
Hmm.
yeah,
She can get her CFO done, no problem. And even if she has all that done in 2 weeks, that gives her 3 weeks extra to say goodbye to her family.
Yes.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I don't want to wait till she takes the CFO class and then say, okay, we're going to buy you a ticket for next
So
week.
it give her extra time before. So Smugman's still
All
going.
right.
Smugman, thank you, James. Thank you for joining. Thank you
Yep.
for staying with us while
Yeah.
reading the comments. Uh, Blake, Gary, Brother Jess, thank you. I know Pops, CEO, Sis Macy are in the background. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope us. Oh, wait lang. We were supposed to talk about. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Wait, James, hang on lang. I'm calling all ladies. We will have ladies' night. I want. We will answer some. Forrest don't want me to use the word dirty.
Provocative.
I got one candidate that's going to be. I have one lady that's going to be game to be doing that. So I'm calling all that's going to be game answering those questions.
I think if you're going to have ladies' night, we need to pick a different day and a different time.
Like when? Not Sunday.
Because Filipinos go to bed at 8 o'clock.
So it's kind of like do it like morning here. No,
Yeah, yeah, I
or
think
no.
so. It'd be evening here, but morning there.
Like Filipina who's in a relationship with a foreigner and answer those, you know. Then
And
the guys will be the audience.
it's
But after that, James, we also have the men's night. And I will be the one asking the question.
yeah. So yeah, you need to find out what Filipinas can be on and what time works best for them, so that way you can kind of work out a schedule. And then even if it's a 1 or 2 hour window where you just have that during that time.
Yes, sige. I will post that. I'm going to make a poll and see who are. Then I'm going to start messaging. Hey, can you join?
Yeah, yeah. You just find out what time works best, and then see if you can work out a 1 or 2 hour window to where you have everybody together, and then you have your list of questions.
It's like it's going to be Forrest that's going to be asking the questions, but we can bring in a guy on the show if he's got other questions for the Filipina. Oh my God, I can see red chicks already on some Pinays. La la la. CFO, this is a seminar or a class you go through when you migrate abroad.
When Filipinos try to leave the country, they make sure that they go through a safety class in case something happens.
They know
So
what to do.
they make them. It's a requirement for them.
So, but that's about it. Thank you guys so much. Maybe
So
on
yeah.
the next, maybe next Sunday we talk about that ladies' night and men's night. We plan for it. That way we have more participation on it.
I know you won't have any problem getting men to volunteer for it.
I know it's the maybe we'll do the men first, then the ladies. We'll get a vote on that next show. Okay? Hopefully everybody is on next Sunday. That's July. Hopefully that's not July the 4th. No, it's July the 2nd. We'll talk about that men and ladies night.
All right. See you guys. Bye.
Thank you, James. Thank you,
You got to
everyone.
come up on men's night, James.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. I hope to see you guys next Sunday. Let's talk about that ladies and men's night. So it's exciting. Thank you all. Have a great weekend. Have an awesome week ahead. And we'll see you guys next Sunday, 9 p.m. Philippine time. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Mwah.